I believe it is started now. Cool. And I will totally remember this time to actually name the session and not do that.
I'll try to remember to remind you, Dragon.
Yep, thank you. Yep, I definitely want to start because I think it's probably going to be this one or the previous one. No, actually, I think it's going to be this one. This is the first session that's actually uploaded for you guys. Um,
Nice.
yep, I plan on doing a recap episode for basically the last 3 sessions because of audio issues for them. Kind of like what happened with the, the Origin Team group. So, in any case, it has been a wonderful 3 sessions, I would say, but today you are going to have a very nice, relaxing day at a festival. It has been around, we'll say, 3 or 4 days since the last engagement you had, or your operations, you can say, technically completed. The overall thing that happened, I guess, for those that would not have watched the recap at this point, the group had been tasked with dealing with a group of unknown at the time, at least, unknown assailants who were attacking a settlement in Memorem. I believe the settlement's name is Taratoro. It is a in development town for the Memorem government, I guess you could say. After a pretty decent fight, I'd say, with mostly no complications or issues, the party managed to managed to push them away and kind of reallocate. I apologize. Brain is scatterbrained today. Managed to drive them away, as well as kind of figure out what this group had been doing and what the group had been, what the group was, so to speak. They identified them as the Dust Devils, a group of mercenaries that had been seen around the southern Lapsus and Memorem area for the last several years, mainly in the Memorem Civil War, as it was pointed out by Apani and Latricia. After some deliberation over how the exact fight went, we'll say, the party met a person by the name of Sheen Ali, the leader, or prospective leader, of Memorem country. After some general greetings and back and forth about some things about the Dust Devils, the party would get the go ahead to kind of go after where they believe these Dust Devils had been coming from, some type of special camp or base they had been using to resupply and repeatedly attack the settlement. Splitting up, I believe it was Gwendolyn, Apani, Casket, and someone else, Seiyun, I believe, who went out to go and investigate and see if they could find the camp. It didn't take them too long, maybe about 2 or 3 hours after they had finished helping out around the settlement and fixing things. They had gone and found the camp. This camp was filled with, well, quite a lot of armored knights and quite a lot of Dust Devils that were seemingly getting ready for maybe some type of counteroffensive of some kind or some sorts. However, with the party's involvement, they would kind of trip the alarm, so to speak, and start a fight with the people there, at least for a moment. However, Apani, and I believe it was Casket, were recognized by one of the people that initially started attacking them as the group that they had been, as part of the group that had pushed them back from the settlement before. This kind of started a little parlay, as Apani suggested a kind of, we'll say a little armistice for the moment to discuss some things. Very shortly after that, the Dust Devils would agree. And their leader, revealed to be Roberto Noun, would come out to greet the party. He had been, we'll say, not really the most savory of sorts, somewhat being a bit, how shall we say, pushy, not really pushy, maybe just
vulgar.
Yes, we'll go vulgar, and a little bit more interested in the women in the party, being a lot more attentive to them and kind of giving them attention. Yes, that type, you'll say. But outside of that, He revealed a couple things about the Dust Devils' involvement. First off, they seem to be in the area for a, as they called it, redevelopment project of their own, or scouting redevelopment project of their own. A benefactor of theirs, who later was revealed, that I'll get into in a moment, was looking to set up some things in the future in this area, and they were tasked with guarding the area and surveying it for the future development project. They denied, of course, any involvement in with the settlement attacks and anything of the sort, playing completely innocent. While the party didn't really believe them, and there's obvious reasons as to why, they also were in a situation where it would be difficult, at least without assistance immediately, to confront the group directly. And they managed to even get the group to back off and kind of leave the area, as Roberto kind of remarked that they had done all they needed to do in the area and they would return to their benefactor with the information and surveillance information they requested. With some subtle indication that they were weary of the party's involvement in the area and the vehicles that they had brought with them. Something about their technical support, the party's technical support had kind of, we'll say, frightened them a bit. Or at least kind of made Roberto kind of think about backing off a bit here. Regardless, they would elect to leave, and the party would scour the camp looking for any information they could find. I believe they found you all found a dossier of some kind, or some type of like record of their.
Yes, a file.
Yes, a file about their business contractor. This person would be revealed to be a man named Darren Preach, someone that the guild is quite aware of, as well as some other groups around, and specifically one of your engineers, the young man named Crow. Crow, at this point, it was kind of alluded to a little bit before in previous sessions, but at this point it was confirmed, is actually, or was, a former resident of Memorem before the Civil War and such happened. His family had been, we'll say, an unfortunate casualty as a result of a consortium push that was backed by backed and led by Darren Preach at the time before the Rising War ended 12 years ago. This resulted in him becoming a war orphan and, well, being a refugee that was sent to Gara, or found his way to Gara. It was there that he would be enrolled with the Guild Restitution Corps' kind of initiative to help people that had been displaced in the Garan kind of academies that were there. And that would be where he would meet Kaya, as well as kind of their relationship would kind of begin. Parent relationship, not that type of relationship. I should clarify. But yes, that is where she kind of adopted him, basically. Of course, at the mention of the name Darren Preach, Crow was, we'll say, not exactly the happiest person, and was a little bit snappy with Apani in the group, though was kind of told to be a bit more mindful of things, as he really shouldn't be getting mad at the group. They were doing all they could, as the group did not know inherently where Darren was, as there just wasn't enough information to figure out where Darren would be at the time. I'm gonna cut the music slightly down, sorry. Track just a little bit loud in my ear, sorry. But yes, after a couple of conversations about that and Crow deciding to kind of log off for the night after, I guess, the operation had been, relatively speaking, successful, the party would return to the town and get their well-deserved rest for a well-done first operation. Of course, they were invited to stay for a little bit and observe or participate in the Memorem's, I believe it is called, I'm going to pull up on my notes because I will butcher this name, it's a long name. The Memorem Blooming Life Restoration Festival is a word, a mouthful. So, it has been about 3 or so days since, like I said, all of that's happened. We'll start in the morning. It's around 8 or so, maybe 8 or 10, and everybody is awakening in the general like residency they would be staying in. I'd say you guys are all probably in like a regular inn or some kind at the moment. Maybe like especially probably paid for by the guild. You wouldn't have to pay for anything.
Hello, Shrimp.
Yes, hello, Shrimp. Shrimp? Lewis?
Hello.
Hello.
I'm just turning on my headset.
Yep. Cool. All you missed was just the recap, but it's okay.
Yay! The thing I need.
What, the recap?
Yes.
Stuff be happening. You fought mercenaries. Crow's family got killed by the person that the mercenaries hired, and now it's time to go have fun.
Yay, fun.
Party time.
That's my summary. Welcome. Thank you for listening to my TED talk. Anyway. But yes, it's around 8 in the morning. All of you are in your respective rooms. I'd say you probably would be staying in one of the larger suites, so it's probably like enough to fit all of you in, kind of like a cottage room type feel. But yeah, it's the day of the festival. I'd say at this point you know like the general like vibe of what's happening, so to speak. Like, you know, there'll be you've probably seen things being set up over the last few days. There's been dancing, kind of like practice rehearsals and stuff like that. People playing different types of instruments and stuff around town. You've noticed a lot of shamans and like tribal type of people, kind of with the attire of like tattoos and stuff, walking around places. Yeah, just a lot of that type of stuff. A couple of signs getting set up for like, hey, we're hosting like this type of competition for this Memorem festival. There's a drinking competition at this bar and this like thing, right? So yeah, the general vibes are quite happy, despite 4 days ago, give or take, the 3 or 4 days ago at least, the attack on the town. I would say as well, though the guild, you're kind of like the main group of the guild here. There has been more support at this point that has came from more places in Memorem, so things are actually getting rebuilt pretty decently well, and pretty quickly. So, yes. So I will ask, as the morning is beginning here and everyone is waking up, what would you all like to do? Feel free to ask if there's like any specific things that are happening. I can give you a list of events happening around town and when.
Let me get some events.
What was it, Apani?
Oh, I was gonna say, I'd also like to hear about the events, and I'd like to hear about any vendors selling delicious food for breakfast.
Ah, okay. Let me pull up the food. Actually, I need to pull up another document. Food list. Too bad the main man himself is not here to share about the wonders of his food creations. Memorem. Here we go. So, I'll go through the events first, then we'll talk about the food. So, generally speaking, like, I guess the description of what the festival is about. The festival is supposed to be in reverence, effectively, to the perseverance of Memorem's people, and kind of a beginning of sorts to, Lewis, you good?
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like you're starting to doze off again.
I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. But yes, Memorem is, or sorry, the festival in general, generally speaking, is supposed to be a kind of welcoming of the new year, so to speak. Memorem doesn't really do like a kind of winter type festival like in the Consortium. You can think kind of like a Christmas like type feel, or I don't know. I said that twice. Sorry, type feel. They do more of like a spring to autumn type of festival or type of festival arrangement. They prefer to bring in like the era, the time of the blooming era is a breeder of new life, new hope, and new things, and that of the autumn's closing, which goes into the frigid season, is more of like a remembrance of what's happened, those who have been lost, those who have been those to be remembered, and such like that. So this is kind of like the start of the year for them in a lot of ways. Another thing about it as well, or I guess a big part about it, they are they're very much about the kind of seedlings of new life, so to speak, in this festival. So one of the things mentioned before is about the kind of shamans and such you've seen around. There's a lot of like incense being burned, and people you've been seeing have been making these little paper mesh balloons, and like drawing little symbols and stuff on them. Like everyone in the town's been doing this. Um, and if you would have asked, they would have told you it's supposed to be like a symbolizing of kind of like lighting a flare or a torch for a new life to breathe into the air, breathe into the land. And one of the things with these little balloons is each of these little balloon paper meshes they put a seed of some type of plant on it, and they will throw it at the end of the festival into the just into the aether and let them go across Memorem, and they will hopefully land and plant new life into the lands.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that happens at the end of the festival. That's kind of like the closing ceremony. Everyone will do that. They kind of go to like the docks, or they'll go to like the different edges of the town and then like send them out.
Huh.
Yep. So, but yes, the events at the festival. So, we have there is going to be a dancing event. Later, kind of towards the afternoon, like mid-afternoon, around like 4 or 5, you could say. Big thing about dancing, probably for an hour or so, or hour or two. You're not sure if it's really a competition or if it's more of just like different groups coming from across Memorem, and some even just Lapsus in general to kind of show out their different types of dance and different types of choreography for things. That there's been a couple of and some side streets, some fortune tellers that have been kind of setting up a bit too. There seems to be some weird, not really weird, just different kind of mystique or mystical nature to how they view this event, and they kind of going along with the lines of a new hope, new life type thing. A lot of people kind of will come around to look for a good omen type feel. Like they'll be looking for trinkets that can boost their luck, for the years coming. Things, people that can tell them like what they should look out for and what they should do. So fortune telling is kind of like a big thing in Memorem, and this event being one of them. And
Oh, that
then
seems interesting.
there is that's just like around, so you could just like find a random one. That's not really like an event specifically. Another one is there's a competition called the Seedling Sprout competition. And this actually has been posted around town I think around 2 days ago it would have been. Just like different signs and stuff like that, with a little like seed, and then it like sprouts into an enormous tree that kind of has like a bright green, blue, and red kind of coloration to it on the leaves. And what the competition is they're looking for mystic, shaman, tribal warriors, and those of a kind of nature or primal background, or domain kind of background, to enter in, and you will basically have to channel your energy into a seedling and see what type of plant you can produce. And that the person or group that produces the most beautiful and luscious plant will be the one that that will receive a overgrowth scroll.
Ooh.
Interesting.
That competition begins at noon.
I want to do that one.
All right.
Damn. Okay, so I would imagine after waking up and having all the local kind of files downloaded of all the dances, I'm gonna do the dancing competition, but with
Yeah.
hacks.
All right, so you want to do that? Oh, I'm sorry. There is actually a lot of other mini games. These are also just stuff that's like around town. I don't think any of these have. Oh, I'm sorry. There's 2 of them that actually I didn't mention. I don't know why I put them in like the little game category, but I guess I see why. But they're events. There's a marksmanship competition. Let me see. There's a marksmanship competition. There's an apple bobbing competition. Every 2 hours, it looks like, from 10 onward. There's a sword throwing competition, and this is or not sword throwing competition. There's a sword throwing event, and there is also a sword throwing competition attached to it. and there is a rock smash event.
Kind of want to do all of them.
Brutal.
So most of the, other than the marksman competition, that one happens at I believe 2 and also 6. So it's 2 times today, I think. The apple bobbing one is every 2 hours past 10, so I guess I'll actually record that because it just says 10 to 2. I need to put 10. Every 2. There we go. Sword throwing competition and the showcase of that. That one is going to be at 11 is when the event starts kind of happening. And then the actual event of people can join in to actually throw swords themselves. That'll be at 4.
But might as well start with the apple bobbing then, since it's always frequent.
Yep.
Yeah, let's
Apple
apple bob
bobbing
with my non-existent teeth.
You don't have teeth?
I
How
would
do you-
I would imagine I don't have
Mhm.
teeth now.
How
Any-
do you chew?
Brew.
I
Food?
don't eat. I don't eat.
How can I put a note here
But
for this?
could you?
That's funny.
Could you eat food?
Yeah, you can eat food. He's eaten food before.
Yeah, I
You can
could.
receive buffs for it too, but
Yep. I don't have to eat.
yeah, he doesn't
If,
have
if
to.
I've seen him eat food before,
Mhm.
what did it
Have-
look like?
Right. Have you seen one of those pressure
this-
compressors?
Yep.
Just like just a trash composer?
Yep,
Or-
trash composter, exactly.
Yep.
Nah, I
Just
see.
extracts all the nutrients and all the waste is just ejected from the back window.
Yep.
I'm just hoping you would just have a hole with blades that go.
No, I'm not a shredder. I wish I was. That's a different model.
I have to ask, because it's on here. Would anyone be interested in doing the drinking competition?
Oh,
Yeah.
Drinking. Oh, so
sure.
soon?
literally
So-
immune to poison.
It's
Let's
not until
go.
later. It's not until 8 at night, but there is a drinking competition.
Dragon, I'm literally immune to poison. I will win that shit right now.
You can still be affected
Oh.
by some things. This isn't
What am I
exactly
gonna
just
drink?
alcohol.
Mythical poison? What is this?
Well,
Oh,
Memorem actually doesn't usually do a lot of alcoholic beverages. This is a special type of drink they have here.
You have activated my competitive nature. I
Yeah,
want
I
to
know.
do anything competitive.
Oh, I know.
I want
homie.
Brew with me. Okay, I'm taking.
Oh, Brew is
with me
going
here.
to the competition. I think Brew is actually
Yeah.
going to be one of the ones making drinks there too.
Homie, who's homie? There's no homie here.
Uh-huh. But yeah, so those are all the events now. I've sorted them out. However, Apani, you asked about food, didn't you?
Yes.
Let's get that, shall we? So,
Yeah.
for morning food, and this is something, luckily, you guys can actually have sent to your room. You're staying at one of those slightly better inns and stuff like that. They have a few things. There is a hummus platter.
Ooh.
There is some spiced rice with what they call mighty meat.
Oh, mighty meat.
Yes. Shut up. Silence. Anyway.
I've had some muddy meat in a while, if you know what I mean.
Silence. There is also a grand herbal salad. And there is the sun-blessed bread pudding.
Give me some of that meat.
Mhm.
Yeah, I want the mighty meat.
I would like a hummus platter.
The hummus platter. All right. They will.
Can I get you actually? I feel like Apani is very hungry.
All right. So you will get your hummus platter. Anybody else want anything particular?
I would like that great meat.
The mighty meat. It will be
Yes.
yours. We'll make sure we have someone, ready and big for you.
Can I have two servings of the mighty meat?
Yes, you can have two. We'll get.
Two mighty
We'll
meats,
have
please.
two mighty
Yeah.
meats. Yes.
How about double the trouble, bro? That's what I'm saying.
Oh
Be
boy.
careful. Some people are not very good at taking two meats at once. You know, it's,
This is
sometimes it gets You might be too much trouble. Might be. But hey,
Couple of things already happened.
if you are experienced, hey, who am I to stop you?
Mm-hmm. And then yes, anyone else want the sunblessed bread pudding or the grand herbal salad?
Can I get the grand herbal salad?
Yes, and the hummus splatter, right?
Yep.
Okay.
The fuck we feeding a bird here?
Delicious.
Titus, you want anything special or?
Eat some meat.
Some meat.
Oh, I think Titus isn't here at the moment, but that's all right. I will say, Fari will be eating some of the hummus platter as well. What is it? Kaya is going to have... Actually, Kaya is going to be eating a lot. Kaya is going to eat the hummus platter, the mighty meat, and the salad.
Let's go!
It's
She
crow
seems
having.
to like to eat. Crow seems to be eating the hummus platter and the sun-blessed bread pudding.
Yeah, that is characteristic for him.
Yeah.
Latricia is doing a kind of Kaya and taking a bunch of food as well. She like her food. Brew's not really eating that much right now, but he's gonna have some of the bread. Just doesn't seem
Brew's
that
gotta eat
hungry.
something. Brew's gotta eat something for the competition. I mean, you gotta have a full stomach. You can't go there without something.
True.
So it'll take like maybe 30 minutes or so for everyone's food to kind of arrive. Like some of it gets there a little bit earlier, but throughout that 30 minutes or so, your food will get there and it'll be quite good. The hummus platter, I will tell you, give anyone who eats that will be getting, well, I should say, if you were injured or hurt, you would be healing for 10 HP instantaneously. And as an action, you can all once per within the next, I believe, I think it's 4 hours or 8 hours, 8 hours, I think. You can use one action to heal yourself, 1d10 plus your vigor modifier.
Ooh.
I believe there was some mighty meat eaters, wasn't there?
Yes. Yes.
Your walking speed is increased by 5 feet for the next 8 hours.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
There's a little pep
So
in
we
your
can
step.
see more things. We can go to more activities like this. Ooh, I like this. I like this.
What is it? I think we had a salad, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, Pepper. Oh. Hello.
Yep.
Yep, there you go. Oh, also, real quick, we're on the recording as well now. Just informing you. But they are deciding, at the moment at least, what they want to eat. They're deciding what they want to eat, or I'm telling them what they want, what they get for their different food they chose, and they're deciding what things they want to do for the rest of the day for for the event. So, I have an idea of where you might come in, Pepper, as well. But let me grab something real quick. That's not the page I needed. There it is. Yes, the salad. For the next 8 hours, you reduce any fire or radiant damage by 5, and when you take water damage the next time, you are healed instead for an additional 10 HP.
Very nice.
Yep. Well, I guess up to the amount of water damage you would have taken. So if it's only 4 water damage you took, you would only heal 4. But if you took 14, you would instead heal the full 10 instead. But yes, those are your... Wait, someone had the... Did any player have the sun blessed bread? I don't think they did. So...
No.
Okay, then we're fine then. So yeah, after, as you enjoy your wonderful meals, getting a nice taste of the Memorem culture here, things are, yeah, like I said, things are surprisingly calm, despite 4 days ago, basically, there being a all-out attack on the settlement. Things are actually getting quite calm. There's a kind of... I'd almost say it'd be eerie, for some that like everyone seems so used to that type of engagement of there being like constant bombardment, and then yeah, just the next day you go back to normal. Seems like people here are accustomed to that, for better or worse.
Ooh.
Yes. But yeah, after you enjoy your meal, we'll say it's around 9 o'clock or so when everyone has finished their meal. And Pepper, I have a question for you, if you're there. Pepper? I think Pepper's muted, never mind.
Yep.
Pepper, question. Did you
Yeah.
want to be in the festival today, or did you want to just kind of listen in today?
I'll say I'll listen in today.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Cool. Also, for those that are watching in the future, Pepper is one of the new players for Shadow Guardians here, so say hello. But anyway. Where is... Yes, I just had to pull up the notes. So yes, it's around 9. You guys know the first competition, or the first event that you guys were looking at was the apple bobbing competition.
Yep.
So I assume people want to head over to that. Anyone want to do anything that's not necessarily on like a timer type thing, like go see any fortune tellers? I will say, you don't have to stay together, by the way. Like, if people want to kind of split off and do some things and reconvene at places, you know? You have your, what is it? Your visualizer device, or not visualizer, transceiver devices, so you can actually just contact each other across the town at any point.
Yeah, I actually wanted to go to a fortune teller really
Cool.
quick.
Go to a fortune teller. Anyone want to follow Casket? I don't know if Casket's telling everybody where he's going, or if they're just kind of walking off.
Can I follow Casket? But I'm not sure if I necessarily want to do a competition, the apple bobbing competition.
Okay.
Wait, I don't know. I'm
Yeah, that's
indecisive.
You can follow Casket if you want. Casket. You see Apani is kind of like trailing behind you. I think Latricia actually is gonna go with Apani. And honestly, Crow I think as well. Crow and Latricia are gonna follow you too.
Oh, nice.
Yep, you got a
Hello,
little group.
everyone.
Everyone's kind of following a different person.
I was
Go ahead, sir.
I was just going to go over to the fortune tellers. I am wondering a question, and I have not been able to answer it yet.
Latricia kind of looks over. She's like, "Really? You're looking for? Is there something you want a reading for, like an omen or something?"
Yes.
All right, that sounds fun. Let's go. And kind of just like happily walks with you all. Crow is a bit quiet. He hasn't really talked a lot the last few days, but he's he's there. He's present. The others, Gwendolyn and Titus. What would you said? Are you guys going to the getting ready for the apple bobbing thing?
Yeah.
All right. So we'll go ahead and have you two split here, or your group split here, and we'll go with the apple. Well, no, we'll go with the other group first. So, fortune teller group. Like I said, it doesn't take you long to find a particular fortune teller that's kind of in one of the side streets. They've set up in a multitude of different places. It doesn't seem like they're all like part of the same group or anything like that. But you can see there is this kind of young man who is wearing this very like these large assortments of jewels and different kind of tattoos across some of their skin. These kind of red colored tattoos, I'd say, swirls and stuff like that. And their skin is like a very pale, almost like ghostly light cyan. And there's almost a faint bit of waftiness. You can see their hair kind of has like the Dragon Ball Z type feel, but it kind of like flows back and forth almost like a flame. But you don't think it's fire.
Is this an energeta person?
Maybe. Might be an elemental kin of some kind. But you can see they are, seems like they're just like finished setting up and they're kind of sat down and they have put their hands together and they just kind of lay back in their chair off the stand they're sitting at, and they just kind of patiently are there, waiting. They don't say anything, they just sit there.
I will approach him,
Hmm.
and I will sit down and look at them. Hello.
They kind of look over. An eye opens. Ah, I see that there is a machine here. Are you looking for your fortune to be read?
I am specifically looking for the outcome of today.
The outcome of today.
Yes, I am planning to do something, and I would like to know if it will end up badly or good.
He kind of thinks for a moment. The other eye opens, and he sits a bit more straight up and kind of looks towards you. If you would allow me, and he kind of holds out his hand kind of towards you open. Please place your hand atop mine.
I put my hand on his hand.
It's like I said, it's not hot. Like, you know, you can have sensors. You can feel if it would be hot or not. It's
Yeah.
kind of like a temperate like temperature. It's not really hot or cold, but you do get this kind of feeling like a slight, like almost like a gentle graze or caress, almost like something moving under your hand. Though you can see his hand is moving. It's like completely still. It's almost like a light wind brushing against your wrist.
Yeah, for everyone that is watching, my face is currently fully concentrated on my head, trying to analyze what the hell is going on.
Mm-hmm. For those that are kind of standing near Casket and watching, you can see Latricia's kind of like staring intently at it. Crow is kind of like to the sidelines, like looking around. Yeah. Apani, you can see that there's actually kind of a, I'd say, what's your passive soul sensing?
Me 2 seconds.
Same with yours, Casket. You both might actually detect something.
Let me look at my sheet really quick.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Oh, sorry about that, Dragon. I'm back. I was on the phone.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine. They, what your groups decided to split off a
cannot
bit.
see
I
the
think
map.
it's a
Oh, let me
2.
move you back to the world map. I apologize about that. I keep forgetting that
Oh,
I
that's what
am.
happened. I was in.
Yeah, everyone was on a different map. Let me check.
Passive
Okay.
soul sensing is 10 plus my modifier, right?
Say it again. Sorry.
Passive soul sensing is 10 plus my modifier, right?
Yes.
So mine would be a 12 then if it's 10 plus modifier.
All right. Ooh, no plus then.
Uh,
I have a
well,
plus 2.
Oh, it may be 12
and-
then. 10 plus modifier.
mine is
Yeah.
13.
13. All right. I'd say maybe you both would know there's something faintly magical happening, but you wouldn't know what it is exactly. Oh, I guess I should ask Titus, were you following Gwendolyn to the apple bombing competition, or are you going to follow the other part of the group that went to fortune telling?
Fortune telling.
Okay, so
It's like
Gwendolyn,
next
I
week.
think it's just you, Kaya, and probably we'll go for now Seiyun as well as with you. He liked them apples.
Oh, yeah. Saying.
He believes he has the cheeks for those apples. Go
Seems
look
my
into that
boy.
comment. Anyway, yeah. So, Titus, yeah, you're seeing this as well. That Casket at the moment has placed their. I'm not sure how much you heard, but Casket has placed their hand over top of a strange kind of elemental kin type person, who seems to be doing something magical. They asked about. They basically asked to tell them. Or Casket asked about what they want to do something in the future today, and they want to know if it's going to go well or not.
Oh.
And this is just what happened basically, and he's put his hand over top of it. The man will kind of sit and ask, so, you want something more specific. What exactly were you planning on doing today, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, it is something that could be considered dangerous, but it is also something that is very unlikely to happen.
My, dangerous.
Yes. I'm afraid I cannot go into further detail.
That is all right. I understand. There's a lot of things I'm sure you all have to keep secret.
You all? Huh, interesting. You all. Hmm. Well, I'll take that as your team which arrived with you. Yeah, I won't read too much further into that. And I say, yes.
All right, I would like you to roll me something, Casket. A D100 and an energy concealment.
Oh wow.
Energy what?
An energy concealment and a D100.
The D100 is a 31.
Okay. Either write that
And
down.
what's an energy concealment?
I believe it goes off of will. If you don't have a
Oh, it's
guesstimate.
skill.
Yeah, it's a skill, sorry.
Energy concealment is will. Yes, I don't have nothing on it, and will is a +3.
Alright,
yeah.
so. Go ahead and roll it up.
That's a 9.
Well. Alright, that's fine.
Oh, yeah, right there.
Dangerous, you say. If I were you, would be a little bit more
Could I
careful
roll?
today. An energy concealment or a D100?
Both either.
The D100 is tied to something specifically to Casket at the moment. The energy concealment
Okay.
is also tied to something to Casket. You could roll soul sensing though if you want. Titus?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, feel free if you want to. But yes, he says, I would... what was that? Ooh. Wait. Oh, I think I'm looking at
That's
Casket's roll.
86.
Ooh, yeah, I saw it now. Well, there be magic happening.
I'm a little drunk.
there be
Yes.
magic happening. But Kasky's like, I would maybe think about being a little bit more careful today. If I were you, is all I'm saying.
All right. Thank you for your assistance.
Would you like to not know more?
More.
There's
Yes.
a more option?
Someone like yourself, I assume.
The
How
more
many
you
years have you been... Excuse my prying, but how many years since your last reset, if you don't mind my asking?
Since my previous reset, it has been 22 years.
22. Nearly halfway through this cycle.
Yes.
Do
You
you
seem
remember
quite
anything?
knowledgeable.
Well, I get around many places. Memorem is my
Understandable.
home, but it's not where I live, we'll say.
There we go.
I see no reason to further press you on that, so... what was the question?
I was merely asking if you had any more questions or such.
I don't believe I remember anything. It has taken quite a toll on my mind, but I was given a well, I was told to keep a metallic journal of sorts.
Ah,
Maybe that will work.
I see. Well, do not worry, I will say it is a good idea, whoever advised you that. And do not worry. I can assure you that your condition is not something that will be put in a detriment, we'll say, just due to you remembering things. It is not a capacity problem, is all I am saying. So feel free to write down as many memories as you cherish. We don't all get to remember everything.
Hey, but there has also been a lot who researched this and ended up
Yes.
passing.
Yes. It is unfortunate. So many sentinels, we'll say.
Yet you seem quite knowledgeable.
I can be more specific if you'd like.
That would be much appreciated.
If it would help you.
Feels oddly sensual.
Say it again, Titus.
I said this. He just mumbles to himself. This feels oddly sensual.
Maybe that's what it's going for.
I'm gonna roll
I don't
something real quick. 1 sec, where's my die?
Oh no! He read your mind! No!
You're locked, you're safe. You're safe for now. He doesn't hear that, but he continues. On my travels, we'll say, I have met many sentinels. Many people, of course, but sentinels especially. Many asking about their past lives, their memories. Why they were, we'll say, cursed with this unfortunate cycle of memory forget, memory forget. It is unfortunate that I cannot give them always the answers that they so crave, but I do hope it gives them some solace knowing that... Knowing that it is not a matter of a fault on their part, that their disposition is as it is.
I'd like to think of it as we live like humans do. We die, and then we come back. We are like humans, but without an afterlife.
Well, there is for some.
How
A
so?
sentinel is not merely... Well, a sentinel is not merely a normal construct. You are more than a machine.
Looks down at machine parts. I see.
Of course, literally, you have machine parts, of course. But have you ever considered something, Casket?
I never said my name.
You didn't.
Oh,
I know my name.
I know my name too. What, you think you're special?
I didn't know his name.
Yeah.
I
Titus,
apologize. When peering a bit, perhaps I broached a few things about your identity.
That is all right.
Have you ever considered why you're able to use soul energy?
Well, the running theory is that we Sentinels originate from carbon-based life forms.
Perhaps some do.
There's different flavors to Sentinels. I'm writing this shit down.
Always remember, the difference between a machine and what one of you are is that, and he kind of points right at your, like, kind of your matrix in your core.
And
so-
I would imagine this would be the best time for my crickets to start creaking. I see. The others do not have crickets.
You are a gentle soul, I see. Though, I do sense somewhat of a, how shall we say, vengeful streak. Perhaps it's from number 7 or 6.
Tilt's head.
We'll say it's one of your past lives.
My past lives?
I am curious, though. I wasn't able to peer in everything, of course. You are a very rare type of sentinel. Your frame design.
Am I?
Yes, you're not from here. I don't mean Memorem, of course. I'm curious.
I have always felt a bit different.
In all 22 years of your memory, have you been on Drakkar?
Drakkar.
So Grey's Anatomy has a plane production.
Wait, where's Drakkar on the map?
Drakkar is the planet.
Oh, the planet.
Mm-hmm.
He's
Uh,
clean.
was
That's what
I
I'm
on
hearing right
Drakkar? What was there a chance that I was there?
I'm asking you, as far as you remember, do you
Uh,
remember only
mm.
being under car? Lapsus, Gara, other places like that? That would all be under car.
Oh well, yes.
I wonder. Well, perhaps something to help you find answers you seek. A little bit of seedling, we'll say, for the future. I would look into the Shattered Echoes.
Shadow echoes.
Shattered Echoes, sorry.
Shattered. Oh, my bad.
He kind of, as it says that, he kind of looks up into the sky for a moment. And you can see he's thinking about something, or maybe looking at something, it's hard to tell.
Can I,
Yes, roll me an
whatever this
awareness.
version of perception is?
Yep, roll me an awareness. If anyone else would like to, they may also roll an awareness.
Don't touch me this time.
Oh,
It's the same
damn.
number. Okay.
Well, that's
Yeah,
unfortunate.
I'm just too drunk.
Yeah, I guess so. Titus started early today with the drinking, I guess. He said, I gotta prepare,
Right.
for the competition tonight. I gotta start early.
Awareness, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I would
Can I
also.
hear the awareness in the chat again?
Yes, you can.
Awareness. This is. Dude.
What's the? Is it like? I know it's a 1d20, but how? Is
Exclamation
it
point
flat?
roll? Question mark? One sec. Let me check.
I think it's exclamation point. Yeah.
Yeah, try exclamation point roll.
One on this, and yep, I got a 3-2. Let's go. 3 buddies.
Oh my god.
I rolled a 22.
Okay, someone got something
Okay.
past 5, luckily. Okay. Well,
Luckily.
Apani, as you kind of like look, as you can see, they're looking up, and I mean, they're looking. They're not really looking in the direction he's looking in, but maybe they're looking for like something else he might be kind of looking towards. You immediately zero in on where he's looking. He's looking at one of the 3 moons. There is 3 moons above Drakkar, just as a little bit of lore. There is Luna. There is... one moment, DM wanted to make sure that he doesn't mistake the names of things. Moon. the moon? Yes, the moon.
I see.
Give me one moment.
Interesting name for a moon.
Actually, wait, if I just type in Luna, I'll probably find it.
How many O's is that for the moon?
3 O's, actually. No.
Ah, I see.
Maybe like 100 O's in there.
100 O's.
Moon. Okay, that's the religion around one of the moons. Nope, that's... Okay, one moment. Luna. You think this would be easy to find? It's not. It's really not.
You think?
No. What? I swear, One moment, I think I know where it is. Lore... My quick tab for lore, because it comes up when things happen. The fact that Lunar and Luna are, close is not helping. Not helping at all.
Luna is the
energy type.
Russian, right?
Yeah.
Russian for moon.
Luna. I mean, I remember. Wait a second. I have DMs with someone. Eli, please save me here.
Eli shall come for the rescue.
That should be it. Nope, that's not it. That's definitely not it.
Oh, wow.
Why? Why can't I just find the moon thing I'm looking for?
Fly me to.
Have you tried looking up?
No, I haven't actually, Cascade.
Hmm,
I should
yeah.
try that.
Oh, that's
maybe.
crazy. I should do that too. Oh, look, it's the moon.
I am dying
I
today.
found it.
If I could remember the name of one of the moons that wasn't Luna, it would probably help a lot. But I can't because I'm special. Okay, my DM, can she help me here?
Huh.
Yes, she can. I did send her, or we were talking about it the other day. Okay. The moons. So there is Luna, also known as the Platinum Moon. There is Mawu, also known as the Beast Moon, and there is Ordust, also known as the Stardust Moon.
Oh, just slow down. Once more, please.
I will copy.
Whoa.
I remember the start of the moon.
I will put
So
it
that's
in chat for
Platinum,
everybody too.
Beast, and the Orstan.
Here you go. There is Mawu, the Beast Moon, Luna, the Platinum Moon, and Ordust, the Stardust Moon. And the moon that...
I'm guessing it's the Stardust Moon, right?
It is the Stardust Moon.
Yeah.
That is the one, Apani, that he is looking at.
Ooh. I am intrigued.
It gets its name because sometimes it's assumed to be some type of magical aurora borealis of some kind. When during certain times of the year, the Stardust Moon will have an actual field of what looks like stardust that scatters around it.
Ooh.
Makes it very
that's
pretty and
actually
shimmery.
sick.
So.
I'm still looking down at my chest, trying to find my soul.
Oh yes, and then he kind of just slowly looks back down, and he says, "I believe that path will give you some answers. Though I imagine there will be some answers you receive with the group you are in already. Would any of you like your fortunes, or some guidance, potentially?" And he looks to the rest of you.
I think I'm okay for now.
Titus looks interested, but is also kind of wary.
He kind of looks over at you, and he kind of says, you are a bit harder of a one to read. I can tell by your physiology that you're a mixed breed, at least. I can also tell that you're from here.
Scouts.
Maybe not recently, though. Based on that reaction.
I was from here, yes. And I am mixed. Is that going to be a problem?
No,
That
no,
can
of
be
course
a
not.
problem. Starts fighting the person who literally knows everything about us.
Alright, fine. So he slowly and kind of just like cautiously walks up to him.
Alright, sorry, I was just giving, okay, I'll just make another one then. It's being dumb and not letting me make a character for Pepper real quick. Roll 20 problems, be like.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oop. There we go. That's not what I wanted.
Right, Dragon, we are getting paid, right?
Yes, you will be getting paid very soon, actually. So why is it not uploading? It's definitely not too large. Okay, there we go. Pepper, I'm going to put your character in here. You should be able to edit it as well. I'm going to put it in the party folder. There you go. Alright, anyway. Sorry, please repeat what you asked, Titus.
Did he ask? He just walked up and
okay,
said,
he just walked up. Okay.
Or
Is there something you would like insight on?
there's someone from my past.
Hmm.
I want to know if he's still out there.
He will hold out his hand.
The reserve. He's like a little skittish at first, but he like eventually like puts his hand over.
He nods. Kind of like assuredly, like he doesn't move his hand close or anything. He like basically like, you know, when you feel comfortable, basically. Kind of
Okay, so he puts his hand.
and you can feel that kind of slight breeze that goes across your fingers as well. Kind of like a slight wind going there. I would like you to roll me a D100 and also an energy concealment.
All right.
You can choose, by the way, to like purposely fail the energy concealment. That's I will admit, but that's up to you.
Okay. 1. And energy consumption was what again? Just a 20?
Okay.
Damn.
All right. Well. And says.
Okay, he got everything from me, nothing from you.
He kind of like. You're quite
I
resilient.
kind of I'll squat. What's it called? Squander the concealment.
You said you're what? Sorry.
I'll fudge the concealment.
Okay. It's up to you. He kind of feels like there's a little bit of a moment, like you can feel some type of effect wash over you. It's not like a controlling effect. It's just probing. It can feel like, and like you have the option. You definitely feel like you could resist it, but you kind of like you're just gonna let it go. It says.
Yeah.
Quite interesting. Thank you for the trust. I will give you the best answer I can. You can see he concentrates. His eyes kind of start to glow hazily, like a kind of dark blue for a moment. Yes, they are alive. Though, not in the best situation now.
Really?
He looks over. Like, he didn't hear you, basically. He was asking. He was, like, looking at you.
What do you mean?
Hmm.
So it just shows, like, a mix of concern, but also guilt.
There is a... how would I put it? I would almost describe it as like a small storm of sorts. It's like seeing a storm brewing or bellowing. I sense discomfort. Or is it malice? Strange. He kind of thinks for a moment. It is oddly foggy. Perhaps somebody has placed some type of anti-divination effect on them. I can see the person you're searching for is not one that wants to be found. He kind of looks over at you, kind of questioningly, like, is that true type feel.
Yeah, if he went into... he went into hiding a while ago. So.
He kind of thinks for a moment, and he will nod, and he will say, I will need a moment more, but you may remove your hand.
Okay,
I'm just trying to interpret what I saw, is all. So he's kind of thinking. I need to pull something up real quick. I just want to read something, and I need to check my notes on something as well. I cannot tell you exactly where they are, but I can tell you that they are alive. I can also feel some sort of strange pulling sensation. Not with you, with another.
Another.
Perhaps someone else is looking for them as well.
Do you know who they are?
You have a lot of... You have a lot of enemies, it seems, from your past. Though not many of them seem to be alive. I can't sense their spiritual energy. This one, though. I don't have specifics about who they are, but I can tell you that they're after this person. Their intent seems ill. Was this person special to you?
He was my brother.
Ah. A familial bond. No wonder that's the sensation I felt. Whoever this person is, they're not... I don't actually think they only want your brother. I think it's a means to an end. I think they're after you.
Okay.
I think that you'll see them soon. Well, soon is relative. On your travels with this group, be careful.
Understood. Ty just kind of like slinks back
Maybe
in.
it's the same guy Crow's
Oh.
after.
What'd you say?
I was just thinking to myself, maybe it's the same guy Crow's after, which would be hilarious.
Maybe.
Don't chuckle. Maybe, huh?
Crow kind of looks over and he's like... He kind of says, He had to kind of side-eye over towards everyone. He's like, are we really believing that this guy can tell exactly some of these things? Hasn't really said anything super descriptive yet.
I
Not
didn't
anymore.
tell him my name.
Maybe he's heard of you or something. I don't know.
Are the Shadow Guardians that famous already?
Patricia's like, I don't think so,
Hell yes.
actually. Maybe not.
Shadow Guardians TM. Thumbs up.
Damn.
He kind of looks over. He'll look over at Crow and he kind of says, I see you're still brooding over the last few days. Kind of a look from Crow. Kind of a little bit annoyed. He kind of says, Well, when you're done with that, you have a group here that's willing to help you. And then he looks back to the rest of you.
Thumbs up.
Well, of course, I will be here probably for the next few days, though I know that you are all pulling out of here tomorrow.
We're pulling
That's a
out of
lot.
here tomorrow.
Yes. Don't worry, you'll receive a contact about it in a few hours. Probably within a few minutes, actually.
The communicator lights up.
Not yet. But soon.
Yeah, I'm kind of digesting all the information now. That was a lot of information.
He'll kind
I'm-
of look over to the...
I am.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
I'm kind of with the first part of not being a capacity issue. That's that goes beyond everything I've ever thought. So let's start over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that that possibility of an alien thing kind of threw me off too. Not gonna lie.
Alien. Oh no. This might go way too deep for my brain to handle. Not for the story, of course.
Hmm.
You look over at look over at the rest of you and kind of think, well, since I got what's that? Oh, one moment, I gotta mute real quick.
Well, that was a bunch of interesting information.
That was.
Hmm.
Yep.
Also, I got told I'm special, so
Good
casket is gonna
for
be floating over
you.
that. What was that?
Huh? Oh, no, nothing.
Special frame.
I have questions, but I am not trusting enough to ask them.
I mean, he basically knows everything at this point, right? And
Yes.
looked into my mind,
He
literally. Just opened my
looks.
brain and
He
yeah.
peers into your brain.
Yep, read my CPU like a goddamn book.
He read your DMs too,
Yep. All my thoughts exposed like that.
including your diary, where you hid it.
One good. He even knows about my crickets now, so that's.
Hmm.
This is my greatest secret. My crickets. They are my secret weapon.
What do they do?
Worries.
Mute. There we go. So, what was oh right, he was looking at the rest of the party, right? So he's looking at the party, and he will say, "Yes, you are. Do not fret, all of you. You are getting close to the one you seek as well, for your group, I should say.
Hmm.
It will take a bit of time, maybe a month or so, but I'd say you'll get there."
With the amount of information that you possess, I am amazed and astonished that you are alive. I congratulate you.
He kind of gives you a slight nod. And he will nod, say, "Something to think about, however. The technology you use, it is quite state-of-the-art, I imagine."
Yes.
"Well, that's good to hear. I'm happy it's doing well for you."
Hmm. It was very ominous. I didn't say that out loud.
Okay, I was gonna say, I was gonna ask, are you saying that to him out loud, or?
No.
State of the art. Okay, what does this mean? Maybe it's hinting at the one and not state of the art robot. Alright. What is this?
Hmm.
Too much thinking for a play session. For a
And-
haha session. This is a lot of thinking.
Hmm. You kind of like, there's a mild moment where he stops speaking. It looks like he's about to say something, and he kind of stops and looks up towards the ground. You don't think he's looking at something on the ground. You think he's kind of just thinking about something.
Could I check and see?
Roll me a mood.
Try and read them.
Yep, roll me a mood. Anyone can roll this, by the way.
Pretty sure he's
Okay,
the
so
one
what
with
is
the
that, a
mind reading
15?
ability.
Yep. Yeah, Titus.
15.
There's something. It's maybe just like the slight
Oh no.
bent, like tint of glowing, like magic in his eyes, it's like he's
Mhm.
it was like he was probably seeing some stuff, and then like something specifically kind of took him aback for a moment. You get that vibe of like he's pondering maybe how to say something or how to bring something up.
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20.
Yeah, you see it too. Something definitely
Yeah.
like poked out to him. Huh. Well, he murmurs something under his breath, and then he'll look back up to you. What's
Knowledge.
people's passive awareness?
I don't check that. Where is that at?
Should be at near the top of your document. Or character
My
sheet.
passive awareness, if it's a 10 plus my like modifier, then I have a 14.
Okay. Yep, 14. Anyone have a 16 or higher?
Oh, no, I haven't learned.
Where?
Top of your character sheet, or I guess first page of your character sheet, I think.
Wait a minute. Okay, so 10, right?
Plus your modifier if you have anything in it.
Plus my modifier. It's not the verse bonus.
Yes, if you're versed in it, it would be. If you can go to your skill table and see what your modifier is.
Okay.
And then
So
what was that, Casket? You said yours was.
Mine was 13 or so I have here, but I have a +1 in that, so I don't know what's going on.
Might be just calculating wrong.
awareness.
Maybe.
Okay, so 4, so that's a 14. Damn.
Okay, 14.
Is
I'll let you and Casket roll if you'd like, since you actually did the mood to check as well. Might as well.
Okay.
this will be awareness?
Yes, awareness.
That's a 14.
Titus.
Jeez. That's a 6.
14 for you, Casket, you said?
Yeah.
He murmured something. I'd say that Casket, you would have heard something about Memorem burning, but that's about it. Or sorry, I guess he would have said Lapsus burning. My bad. Lapsus and Memorem burning.
Oh.
And then he would have, but there was something else that was attached to it, maybe something before or after. And he looks up. Yes, your group is going to be quite instrumental in the future, I imagine. Well, there's a chance, I should say. Nothing is set in stone.
Yes, well, knowledge can be very burdensome, so guess we should join the others now.
You should.
We won't inconvenience you any further.
Oh, do not
I
worry.
take out
He kind of says, do not worry. I enjoy the conversations.
I bow, I take out 10 gold pieces and I give it to him. No, for services.
Kind of looks up and he kind of nods. Thank you. And he'll take the gold. And then, as you guys, I guess, are starting to leave. Just in case I don't see you again. Two last things, I'm sorry. Don't be too hard on Brew. And kind of looks over at Latricia. This little bit of like a kind of wink towards her, and he says, "You should tell him as well." And then he just kind of leans back in his chair and doesn't say anything.
Looks at Latricia, huh? Interesting. What does Nova have to hide?
Would I guess if anyone didn't hear what I said, I can repeat it as well, because I did kind of say it with the voice.
Oh no,
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't.
Oh, you didn't? He said, this was generally, it seemed like it wasn't really directed towards anyone. He said, don't be too hard on Brew. And then, he said to Latricia, "You should tell him," and he gave her a wink.
Oh.
Tell him or them.
Him.
Oh, she's thinking about telling him something.
What kind of DM secret does she have? I wonder.
Almost
Well,
done.
knowledge can be very, very burdensome.
It
Maybe
can.
let them do their thing.
But in any case, Gwendolyn,
Ew.
if Louis is awake, probably not. We'll cut back to Gwendolyn momentarily. I just saw in chat the. Oh boy. So we'll accelerate time a little bit. So what was the next event you want to do? You said there was outside of bobbing, apple bobbing.
There was knife throwing, right? Or sword
Right.
throwing.
I should
Oh,
navigate back to
This
that.
was fun.
Oh right, were you not here for all of the events?
I wasn't.
There was dancing at 5, well, that's just around fortune telling. Seedling sprout competition at noon. That's like a thing where if you're magically inclined, in either a shaman or some type of nature casting or primal casting person, you can enter it. You have to try to grow a bountiful plant, and the one that grows the best will be given a scroll of overgrowth. There is a sword and dagger tossing competition. As well as part of it in this event where someone's gonna. It seems like now that you guys are around the town, it seems like someone's gonna be doing that, like throwing daggers at a board that someone's spinning on, type thing.
Okay.
Oh,
Um,
that's fun.
And then there is that one happens at 11, which we'll say it's around 9 or now or so, like 9:30ish. Looking. That is yes, 11, and it will continue till 4. There is a rock smash event. There was no time you necessarily knew, but it seems like it's some type of strength contest.
Huh.
And you might have to ask around for details on that one. And then there is at 8 o'clock. This is I think the last competition or like last event, I guess you could say, before the final parts of the festival. It is at 8. There's a drinking competition.
I think I'll be there.
Already pre-game, so I might as well go all the way.
That is the one that everyone seems to be getting ready for later in the night. So yes. So yeah, where would you all like to go first? There's the kind of like natural progression if you wanted to, but some of these events will take a certain amount of time, so you might not be able to do everything necessarily.
I think you said the sword throwing thing was every 3 hours, right?
It is the apple bobbing was every 2 hours. I didn't actually say when that ended, but that ends at 6 in the afternoon or evening. But yeah, the sword throwing thing is just constant from 11 to 4.
Oh. I vote we go for the sword throwing. It could be interesting.
Yeah.
Yep. All right. So you guys can head over there. Gwendolyn is going to do her best apple bobbing time there for an hour or so. You all head over to the area. There's kind of like a little nice, I'd almost say like a slight carnival setup type feel, but the tents are not like the traditional carnival, like, white and red or white and blue kind of tents. They're more like tanned leather of different animals and stuff like that set up.
Oh, that is...
Yep. There is a kind of stuffed, kind of taxidermied, beast that looks to be like a type of red panther with these bones that kind of protrude out of its back and its forearms. For those of you that would like to know what this creature is, roll knowledge bestiary, please.
Roll a natural 20.
Ooh.
Yep, pretty good. Beast.
Achoo!
Bless you.
Yep,
Thank you. Oh my god!
that's
Oof.
+5 to that, so
Oh, that
14
I'm
for
just
me.
using my
Man,
Yeah.
dice.
Hey, Paul, you are
It's
struggling.
brutal out here.
That's
This is
crazy.
not.
Oh, man. Well, it's all right. It's all right. There's still stuff to do today. So yes, Apani.
Mhm.
That is a good one. That was a 18. Wait, did I misread that? 18.
No, it's 18.
And yeah, Titus. I'm sorry. Titus. Probably not gonna be enough. However, for Casket, what was that?
14.
14. All right, you are good too. This is a Kausa Cougar.
Oh,
It
I've
is-
heard about that one.
It is a fire panther that can spew kind of this kind of napalm like acidic fire brew at things, and it can shoot bones from its back and forearms at things and throw them. They usually mark their territories with these spiked protrusions of bone and stuff like that around different places. Though this one obviously is not alive anymore, and it seems to just be kind of like as a trophy almost.
It can kill 8 guards. He's
Probably more, honestly.
Yeah, last time I saw it, it killed 8 guards.
But yes, the Kausa Cougar, yeah, kind of forbiddable. I'd say you'd know as well. Like, it would make sense for one to probably be in these lands. They prefer hot climates, savannas, deserts, volcanic areas, and stuff like that. So it's not too outlandish for this one to be this creature to be found here. But yes, you can see there's a kind of congregation of various peoples kind of walking around this area, kind of grouping up. There's a bunch of different you can see like a bunch of different sections set up, like staples set up for different like people to throw. They got targets like almost like a dartboard set up for people to throw different swords and daggers. Some people are doing not the best, and some people are doing okay. Like they're hitting close to center every time. It seems like you pay like about 15 gold, or not 15 gold, sorry, 10 gold to get 4 daggers or 4 swords, and you can throw them. And then they mark down what you got. So, for those of you that would like to participate, yeah, I just need to know the names of who's like to participate in this competition.
I'll watch for now.
All right.
I would love to participate.
All right. So you're participating, Casket.
Yep, I'll mark down the tango.
All right. You participating, Titus? You sounded interested earlier.
Yeah, I think so.
You know what? Latricia's actually gonna participate as well.
Nice.
She's like, this seems fun. I wanna try it, and she's gonna walk over. There's like a kind of like a waiting list as well, but it doesn't take like longer than like 30 minutes for you guys to get put up.
Oh, Jesus.
So we'll go with Casket first.
Oh,
Casket,
okay, what?
you
What
got
do I
4.
roll?
You may choose. Would you like a dagger or would you like a cutlass? Or sorry, I think it's scimitar. My bad, scimitar.
Scimitar or a
Dagger.
dagger? I'm gonna go with a dagger. I feel
Alright.
like that's easier.
They give you 4 daggers, and you are brought to the line where they say you may not pass this line. You must throw the daggers from here, and you must aim for the target. We will jot down what you get, and they are going to let you do it. So, you're gonna need to roll me something. I'm gonna look real quick. I need you to roll me. You chose. I need you to roll me. Either deafness. Roll me deafness.
Deafness?
Or sorry, not deafness. I bet agile hands. I'm dumb. It says it right there. I was reading a different one. Agile hands, please.
Oh, there's Andrew.
Agile hands. That is
That should be good.
agility, in which I have an amazing +1, and therefore, for showmanship, I'm going to take 1 step backwards. And I'm gonna roll 13.
All right. I'm gonna just jot down these numbers. I need you to roll it for me another 3 times.
All
Oh.
right. It's gonna be a
Oh.
19.
Yes.
A 3.
Uh-oh.
And a 6.
Uh-oh.
Alright.
I am
That's-
all over the spectrum.
And that is with modifiers, correct? Just making sure.
Yes.
Okay, just wanted to make sure I'm getting the information.
Where are my dice? I'm gonna get injuries.
Hits a 9 and just fumbles everything afterwards. Gets too happy.
Bro. Watch, I roll like 4 2s.
Titus, you're up next.
Oh.
Roll it for me.
Alright. Yep. So
I
I'm gonna
believe
pick a
in that.
dagger.
All right, picking a dagger. Agile hands then.
Yep.
I believe in you.
I also
First
believe.
one, Jesus Christ. I said I was gonna do it too. First one, I hit a 2, so that's a 6.
All right.
Okay. Second one's a 14.
Not bad.
Not bad.
That was a plus, right?
Ah, shit. Yeah, that's
Okay.
plus the.
Okay.
Damn, it went under my bed. Hold on. Okay, I got it.
Cool.
Oh, damn. Fucking third one is. What's 19 plus?
23? Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Okay. Fourth one is 15.
15. All right.
Yeah.
Mm.
For that 23, I want to. I wanted to be like, all right. So for that 23 roll, I'd be like, yeah, I would get the knife, close my eyes, turn around, and then toss it backwards.
All right, and it strikes true. I'll tell you what the results of what everyone does looks like in a moment. And then the last person I believe was Latricia. I will roll for her. Latricia.
Is she more of a strong or a quick person?
She is not going to use daggers. She is going to use the scimitars.
The cutlass. Or
Yeah,
Oh.
you're right. I misspoke and said cutlass before. Gonna roll this.
They are essentially the same thing.
No, I don't need the GM roll these. This is fine. The first one was an 11 roll. Oh man, that's unfortunate. That's definitely gonna be one.
Damn.
Mm.
Oh no.
Casket gets
That's
a
a-
haircut.
That's a
Damn.
sword to the nuts right there.
Why did you have
Ooh,
to
okay,
say, oh,
okay.
did you
Next
mind?
one to the neck.
Okay, run that back. Run that
Next
back.
one to the
Run
heart.
it back.
Next to the
We got rid of the
stomach.
we got rid of the bad rolls. Run that back.
Damn, that's
Oh my
unfortunate.
Yeah, we got rid of the bad rolls. Run it back. One time.
Somehow
run
she
back.
threw it and hit herself. I don't know.
The first one would be an 18, I believe.
Okay.
Not the one. That's a different one. That's the second one.
Oh.
Jesus,
Okay.
that would be crazy.
Let me go to. I need to record this. So, Latricia. So I got an 11. So that was going to be an 18.
Mm-hmm.
Wait. Nope, 19. I'm sorry, it's plus 8. I can do math.
The Imperial.
Wait, a 1. So I mean, it's. I'm gonna put 1 parentheses 9, but it's not gonna matter. And then I think the second one was a 2, right? So it's a 10.
Yep, a 10.
And then the
and a
last
16.
one, a 16. All right. You know, that's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate.
Yeah.
It is.
Very.
It is. That was
Oof.
such a really good chance there.
So what you all? She started off strong. Like out of the
Yeah.
3 of you, she started off the strongest. It just that was not good at that second. Her second shot. Everyone got better on their second shot. She got significantly worse. So
She got overconfident, right?
Uh,
she got overconfident.
yeah,
Maybe.
she did.
Oh,
So Pawnee, as you're watching this with Crow and such, you can see the 3 line up and they start throwing their stuff. You can see Titus and Casket both take the daggers and Latricia picks up the scimitars. And she you can see Casket, first shot he throws to the side. It's a bit wide, but it hits the target. Not like a bullseye, but it definitely hits on the target at least. Titus's first shot, very wide, basically it hits like the edge and kind of dings off the board. However, Titus is and Latricia's first shot. She picks up the scimitar and she kind of like double hand like heaves it forward, and it hits almost. It hits very close to center, like almost dead center. After that, Casket throws his next dagger. This one also hits about where Latricia's did. Very, very close to the center, if not on it. Titus gets better, you can see. He's on the board and it sticks in. It's not at the center, but it's getting there. And then Latricia, she picks up the she picks up the scimitar, and as she goes to heave it, she throws it, and it... what happens is it goes forward, and it just hits the board, and it just breaks.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
The sword just snaps in half, and the board just kind of shatters.
Ooh.
Damn. One's rough.
Oh, damn.
She's looking like very flustered a bit. The person that's grading kind of is looking with like their mouth open, like, how did she?
How did you break it?
Oh, she broke it.
She's like, can I try again? Like looks
I didn't
over.
think that was possible.
It's like,
How does it just shatter like that?
Yes, we'll take you over here. He can see he's like, I have no idea how she did. Like he's like completely confused, and they're gonna take her over to another area.
I look over there and say, I believe your swords are faulty.
He looks over at the swords and the two left swords on the ground. And he's like, put those. He talks to someone else like, put those away. We'll get some new scimitars out. That lane is closed for the next hour. We need to clean up.
Hour.
They go over to the side. We'll just say Latricia gets an A for that one. Next shot, Casket. Your shot is definitely not good. I think it's just the mojo of what just happened is kind of thrown off your shot there, and you hit to the side and it just bounces off.
I like to think that when I did miss that, my own crickets go against me, and they are like.
And they're shifting around in your cavity, and they're like messing with your throws.
Was this the second throw or the third?
This is the third throw. So Titus, this is where you kind of seeing that, and you're like, you gotta make the group look good. We had a minor
flex
issue.
A little bit.
So you do a little flip backwards and throw it behind you, and it just right into the center. Perfect shot.
And then cue the applause. I know, I'm great.
There's definitely people who have now like kind of looked back over towards you after seeing that, and they're like, whoa, like clapping and stuff.
I clap.
Latricia's next shot is not awful. It hits on the board, but it's not like her first shot. No, I'd say it's on the board. It's just not, and it's kind of towards like your second shot. Moreover, like it's not it's not awful, but it just kind of sticks on the board towards like the middle, or not, not the center middle, but like between.
Yeah.
And then the last shot, Casket's getting a bit more in his mojo, but it's still not enough. It just sticks on the edge of the board. Crickets again are messing with Casket's throws. Unfortunately, they are making him throw. Titus,
they're laughing at me.
Even though it's not as good as your first shot, you do manage to get it pretty decently close to the center with this last shot. You had a pretty good like upward curve type feel, and then like an all right finish. And then Latricia basically hits right where you would have hit with the scimitar, kind of getting her mojo back a bit.
Oh wow.
So yeah, you guys have
that was funny.
Yes, we will see. We will see how you guys fare. I know what the highest score was, so we'll see if you guys beat the high score. You will find out. At 4, they will announce the winners at 4.
Oh, is there a cash prize or something?
There is a prize of some sort. They haven't really talked about it too much, but if you ask, they will mention that it's a special dagger for the people that did a dagger, and a special scimitar for the people that did a scimitar.
Can use it.
I don't know. Should I go with your equipment was faulty? We should be compensated, or is it too fun for that?
She looks there. She's like, no, it's all right. I
If you can
shouldn't
get
have thrown
away
it
with
so
it.
hard.
I didn't even think you could throw a sword that hard.
No. You see, you were endangered there. This is their fault for having faulty equipment.
She's like, no, it's all right. I shouldn't have thrown it so hard. I'm sorry. Like, they're just some completely like. There's someone that's like looking over the lane. The lane's closed, and they're like checking out what happened. And one of them is just like looking back at her,
Ow.
looking at it, and they're just completely like, how did she break the sword and the what did she do? Like they're like confused. Did she use spirit energy? What did she do? Did she just throw it?
I walk away like a disappointed dad.
I'd
I
say
just stolen shot.
I'd say that it's around probably getting. I'd say it's around noon, probably when you guys are finishing up here. So you know that there's the seedling sprout competition if you want to do that. That's just starting now, but you might be able to do a late entry if somebody wants to do it.
What's the seedling sprout one again?
Right, you weren't here for that. So basically, it is a competition where those who are more spiritually aware when it comes to nature and primal energy will be able to compete by growing a seed into a bountiful plant. They can channel their energy into these seeds, and that the one who produces the best plant in this time will basically receive a special scroll.
So, like a nature thing.
Yes, you will need to be able to channel nature energy, i.e. if you can channel a nature spell. Or if you're one of the classes I mentioned before, shaman, mystic, tribal warrior, etc.
Okay.
Let me look at my spell list.
Yep. What you're looking for is nature domain as well. You can
I'm
just
pretty
search
sure
it.
I don't.
Yeah, I think you're a shadow reaver, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you have a nature domain spell. I think you're more elemental and maybe a bit of primal and maybe a bit of arcane.
Yeah, that makes more
All
sense.
mine say is evocation, illusion, abjuration.
That's the
and
school. You're looking for the domain.
domain.
2, 40, 46.
That's what it says on the domain. It's illusion level
30.
2 for arcane domain.
Yep, arcane domain. That's the thing you're looking for, or something like that. But it should say nature.
I don't believe I have any of
41.
those that are nature.
47.
Well, Apani, do you have anything? I don't know if you want to compete. Oh.
I didn't. Wait, I don't think I would. I don't think I've had any. I don't think I've had any spells. I don't think I'm a spell character.
Go ahead and check. I'll be right back.
Where do I check that?
Do beep do.
What class are
He's
you?
somewhere on.
Pani? What class is Pani?
I am a. Pretty sure that was my. Oh wait, no, Forge caster.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Forge caster. I don't think I have that.
So what was the answer? What was found out?
I don't think I have it because I'm a Forge caster.
Not have spells in general. You should have spells in general.
I mean, I don't think I have that specific spell.
Oh, that domain.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's all right. Well, that just means that you guys, you don't have to go. You can watch, or you can just go do something else.
Yeah. Where else could we go?
Oh wait, I have a primal domain. That counts, right?
It has to be nature. Well, you could use primal. You could use primal actually. I'll go ahead and let you use primal. If someone has a primal, then they can use it, or then they can compete. So casket, that means you, I assume, want to compete.
Yes.
All right.
I would. Yeah.
If we're saying to primal, no, I don't think Latricia does. Neither does. All right. So, oh, go ahead, sorry.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh, there.
So, you will, for those that are following Casket to watch, or for those that are doing something else, feel free to say, but, Casket,
Yes.
you head over to the area. You're a little bit late, like 10 or so minutes late to this place. You can see that they're in like an open, like kind of almost like a little built park or grove within the town. There's a little bit of some scorched trees, and you can see there's some repairs going on, probably from the shelling that happened a few days ago. But for the most part, it's actually pretty beautiful still. And you can see sitting down are a bunch of people. It looks like they're just beginning the competition. And they are just kind of... some people are kind of in a meditative state, thinking. Some people are... you can see, like, you can see shuffling around soil and stuff, and it seems like they're getting prepared. They're walking around and presenting people with their seeds in these little boxes, and they're like, once the competition starts, you may begin. And you are given, and they will, as you're here, they'll oh, you want to compete too? Okay, here you'll need to sit down here. This is your spot. You'll need to channel energy. You'll have this long, and they'll basically tell you that you'll have around an hour basically to channel. An hour or 2 hours. My bad. Yeah, this is an hour or 2, so you can go up to 2 hours. Channeling channeling your energy. You'll have intervals of time where you can kind of do this, and you can basically the more soul energy you pump into this, the higher your check will be. So you might want to pace yourself too, because if you put so much energy early and you roll not the best, that means you're jumping energy that you could use later, type thing.
Right. So I start with what checks exactly?
You are going to roll a soul channeling check, which is not on the skilled thing. It's going to just be what you roll for like spells. So, d20 plus whatever you roll for like spell attacks.
Spell attacks, I
think that's your cognition plus your burst bonus, I believe, because you're a guardian, right?
So that's,
Yes.
Yeah, that's a +6 for me.
All right. Now, before you roll, you may add, if for every 6 soul charges you expend, you may add a +1 to your check.
Oh.
I'll expend 6.
Jesus.
Oh, everything all right?
Yeah, no, I'll play the game.
Okay.
So I'm gonna expend 6, and I will have a +7. I'll do that.
All right.
Let me note that down really quick.
This will be for the first 30 minutes. As the competition begins, you can all see that there are some people that are putting a lot of energy in initially, kind of just like a sprint type feel. They're just dumping as much spirit energy as they can. And you can see the sprout kind of appear, and then it actually starts to root into the ground and begin to grow out, kind of like a plant or bush. Some people kind of produce a bush. You can see someone is going the long game, and you can see them slowly putting energy in, and they're trying to make probably a tree based on you see the wood roots beginning to splinter into the ground.
Okay.
Go ahead, Casket.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting. That's a 9.
I'm going to need to record this number. A 9, you say? Should be easy since it's just you. All right.
Better than an 8.
They are also going to say after the first 30 minutes that they are going to extend the timer by 2 hours, so it'll be 4 hours total. This means you might have the ability to short rest during this time if you time things well. Every 30 minutes you'll be making a check. Is basically what will be happening. So
right. During a short rest, I do recover something, right?
Yes, you recover soul energy. So if you want to pace yourself with that, you can. So
I would like to do that. I'm going to put in some more energy now so that I can rest later. Yeah.
So it's your the next
depending on
30
how this
minutes.
will
Go ahead.
I'm going to. Yep. Yeah. I didn't say what I would put in, so I'm just gonna say I didn't put anything in.
All right. What'd you do?
I got a 19 plus
6, so 25. All right, that's a good one. Definitely. At this point, it started off. You all were watching. The sprout was kind of shaking every now and again, but it wasn't really doing much. But
I
after
was
that
kinda
next
distracted
30
at the start.
minutes,
I didn't know what I was doing. I was late, and
yeah, Casket starts to kind of lock in a little bit more now, and is like, takes a deep, kind of, you can see like their posture shift, and they take like a deep moment to concentrate. And then over that next 30 minutes, the sprout kind of begins to split, and you can see the spindling weave of roots beginning to form and spill out.
Yeah.
Next check.
interesting thing.
How much are you putting in?
I'm gonna put in 12.
12 soul charges, so plus 2.
Yep. I have a plus 8.
Yes.
Right. So that's a 10. It's
All
good that I
right.
put in that.
Yeah, it's good, you know?
Oh, damn it, with the 2s.
Yeah, man. All right. After another 30, Casket, you can see he's putting more energy in now, but it seems like he's having some type of disconnect every time he puts in energy. You see, but we'll see.
This seed eludes me. I'm gonna put. Since I'm gonna take a break later, I'll put in 12 more for now.
All right, so another plus 2. Go ahead and roll it up. Casket,
Yep.
you can feel is dumping more energy in.
Come on. Okay, that's a 19.
A 19. Yep. You can notice around as well, for everybody else, if they are still there watching, there is like, some people have just like they're down. They're just like sitting there, heavy breathing and panting. They've been dumping a lot of energy in early. Some people you can see have a good stride they're going with, where it seems like they're just putting in like a little bit every 30 minutes or so.
Mhm.
And then there's somebody that you notice doesn't look like they put any energy at all in yet, and it looks like they're about to start. And they've actually that was the person that was doing the tree. They actually got a decent thing going. It's not a big tree, but it's definitely like kind of like a bonsai size now, and it's starting to grow.
Wow.
This person you notice as well, I will say they look like they have a bunch of strange. They don't look like them from Memorem. The tattoos and stuff they have don't match. They have a bunch of these different animal kind of symbols and stuff like that and insignias on them, and they have this long braided hair. They're a lizardkin. They have this scar going across the side of their cheek, like the side of the right cheek, and then kind of up towards their eye. Their eye seems fine, just like, a little bit of a scar. They have these kind of dark green kind of scales, and they're wearing like this very well put together kind of shamanistic like coat or jacket almost.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will try to concentrate on my seedling and not pay him too much attention.
Yep, Casket, I assume you're more paying attention to your own stuff, but the
Yep.
others can see this. This is, so far,
Yeah.
Casket and this person seem to be the only two that are really, like, cutting
Calm.
ahead, of everyone else because of that. Might be some others that are doing okay, but even the ones that are, like, caught up and a little bit more ahead of the, even the one you just saw, Ed Casket, they're, like, tired. You can tell they've winded themselves. They're probably gonna rest soon. So
Yeah.
Casket, are you resting now, or are you gonna go ahead and go again?
Before I rest, I'm gonna finally give the last bit, and then I'll go. And then I'm gonna. Rest.
All right.
That's
So
what I was thinking.
at 2 hours and a half, go ahead, roll.
Yep. I'm gonna put in 3. I'm gonna put in 3.
3.
The final
18
push
soul
there, and then I'm gonna
charges.
rest.
Casket dumps a lot of energy in. Let's see what he gets.
So that is a plus 9, right? Yeah, plus 9.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Do not fuck me, dice. Okay, 15. The dice fucked me.
15 total, or
15 total, yeah. Not bad, I guess, but could have been a lot better. I am now going to rest.
All right. You can see the other person as you're resting. They haven't rested at all yet, but they are now beginning to put in a lot of energy, and their tree begins to sprout like large, pretty much above them.
Wow.
They look like they were waiting probably for like people to get wounded to really start dumping in a bunch of energy, or winded, I should say, not wounded. So Casket, you are going to rest for an hour, which means you have one more check to make.
Yep. And how much do I recover?
Roll me. You're level 4, right? I think it's 48. You can roll up to.
4d8. Okay. That's gonna be 17.
All right. 17 soul
So-
charges.
Up to 19, and I guess I'll go up to 18 again, since, you know, it's the last check.
Mm-hmm.
Hope I don't get attacked. Okay, dice, you gotta be real good to me now.
It seems like the last 30 minutes or so before you, right before you like begin, or I should say, the interval of time when you're taking your rest, the other person kind of stops and sits back, and they look over to you. They look over to some of the others. They nod and they just kind of say, they kind of nod and say, "Blessings on the washy path. I believe I have done enough here."
Wow.
So
That's
basically
interesting.
flexed on me. Yeah, that's great.
What
I'm
kind of
gonna.
humble bag is that?
Yeah, I got humbled really quick. Okay. Uh, okay, dice, come on. God damn it. That's a 15. That's one more
15.
15. Yep. The dice were not with me today.
Did you dump energy into that one?
Yep.
All right. They're not doing anything. They're just taking a moment. They look over at you and they kind of see. They actually give you a nod. They're kind of like, not bad.
Seems organic life eludes me still.
And you don't strike me as a shamanistic type. What are you, if you don't mind my asking?
So, should I take this as he's asking my class?
Potentially, yeah.
Right. I am what they call a guardian.
Ah, a man of psionics and technology. No pun intended. He kind of looks over at you, and your, we'll say, physicality.
Yes, as you can see, I am a man of technology. I don't usually do much of nature work, as you can see, and I kind of nod over to my tree, or whatever came out of it.
I'd say it's a pretty plentiful bush that's actually starting to sprout a little bit of some, like, slight bits of small, like, fruit. The guy says, "Yes, you did well enough, I see. Not everyone produced a plant that could produce fruit, or one as large. You should feel proud.
Thank you.
Your drive brought you somewhere new, and brought you something bountiful."
Thank you for the compliment. Although I do have a long way to go, and the competition was very, very difficult.
He nods. "Yes, I can see," he kind of looks across, "and many people did not do well to pace themselves. Though, even if you did not do the best, you did do well with pacing yourself. That's something you should definitely take note of if you ever do get into scrap as well."
I tried my best.
"As we all do." He nods. And he will sit up.
I nod back.
"Ah. I believe I will go and retire with a nice cup of tea." And he will he will pick up the incense that's on the ground beside him. There's like a slight whiff. You can see he smells. "Ah, like home in Alto. I will have to tell them when I come back. I met quite interesting people here."
It is an honor.
He nods. And you can see he kind of starts to walk off. And there's like a little bit of people talking. They're like, "All right, folks, that seems like that's it. Everyone, please stay next to your plants." And he kind of looks over. He's looking like back and forth. Where did he looks over at the other guy next to him? Where did the Lizardkin guy go? What
I
do you
don't
mean he
believe
walked
he's
off?
interested in reward.
He kind of looks over. Oh, well, I guess that means you're our winner, Mister. And he kind of holds a like a hand out to you, like name motioning.
Casket.
Casket from the. Oh, I'd recognize you. He kind of looks over. It's just like a mummy. He kind of like snaps to you, and he's like, "I realize you're one of the people that helped out from the group that helped us earlier, the Guild Union, I believe, right?
Shadow Guardians. TM.
Shadow Guardians, TM, yes." He kind
Yeah,
of looks
don't steal it, bro.
It's famous.
He kind of looks. Yes, well, we would like to thank you, of course, ourselves, and well, in lieu of other contestants not being here, that makes you our winner. So, would you please come up to the pulpit here, and he will motion for you to join him.
I will go up.
All right. He will show you. He will kind of show you to the audience. It says, "Casket, one of the people that that helped save our settlement here, so we can all enjoy a nice blooming life." And you can see there's definitely people that like nod and kind of cheer a little bit. And he will present you a scroll.
Right. I wave regally.
It's a scroll of overgrowth.
Reasonably.
Very posh.
I kind of humbly accept the scroll and say, I don't believe I deserve this, but I do appreciate.
And it says, well, in lieu of the other person not being here, you were the best next contestant. Don't feel bad.
I am still far from being adequate, but thank you. And I nod.
He'll look over and say, "This the festival is about bringing life, bringing hope, and bringing something new into this world. I see that despite you being, let's say, maybe not the best one here." You're kind of looking at the other tree.
The giant blossoming tree.
Yeah. He says, your insights and your will brought you here nonetheless to do something good with it. You should feel proud.
Thank you. Thank you.
Besides, this area will now be a lot more flourishing because of all of you, no matter the contestant. Part of this is not just for simply, doing a little competition. It's also to restore life to the desolate lands of Memorem.
Yes, life is important.
Hmm.
And I look over all the little things everyone made.
Yeah, it's just like it's a nice little garden. Even the things that are
Yeah.
small kind of all complement each other.
Mm-hmm.
And it nods. Starting every day to look like it used to here before the war. He's not saying that in like the announcer voice. He's kind of like, just kind of somberly looking. I dream of the day when we'll hear the children once again go through the parks and such. They won't have to be worried about the bombs.
I will pray that this day comes soon.
Well, with people like you and the guild around, hopefully those days stay and, come sooner. I can already see this starting. He kind of gives you like a nice smile.
You give us too much credit, but I thank you.
And he looks over. All right, folks, that's it for us here. And he basically starts to like officiate everyone to, to scatter. This thing is over. All right. It is.
I'm going to try to find that guy. I don't feel good about accepting this.
You're gonna go look for the guy?
Yep.
Does anyone want to follow Casket? It is 4 now, if everyone has stayed here. So unless someone wanted to do something else during that time.
Follow Casket.
Okay, follow Casket. Titus, you want to do anything else?
Yeah, I want to go back to the announcements for the next
Sorry, say it again.
the announcements for the winner of the milestone thing because he said it didn't have a full.
Oh, right. Yep. So you're gonna head back and see who won. All right, cool.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you who won that now. So, calculator time. Basically, the way that it's done is it's the sum of what everyone got.
Yeah.
So 13 plus 19. Actually, I can probably easily tell just by looking at the numbers loosely. All right, Casket's not doing too bad. All right, Casket with a total score of 41.
Very nice.
Let's see. Titus with that's a 20. 43, and then 15 on top of the 43, so that'd be 58.
58. Very nice.
58. Think you'll be the one winning here. Latricia actually still beat Casket slightly
Oh,
Huh.
with a
okay.
46.
Oh yeah.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice, Patricia.
Patricia.
Yeah. All right. Yes, good. Bravo, Titus. You also beat the top score, which was a 50.
Oh wow, nice.
Yep. Latricia was right she was second place for the
Nice.
for the Centaurs because it's separated. But yeah, you were 8 above the top. They both were 50, so yeah, you were 8 above. Latricia was 4 below, unfortunately. It would have been crazy if she had gotten a little higher with the second one, or the third and the last one. She would have gotten it, which is crazy.
Damn, failing upwards.
Yeah, but that's all right. Latricia's just happy to have fun, and also a little bit apologetic about shattering the sword and the thing. But that's all right, things happen.
Titus is happy he won.
So Titus, I will get you the stats for what you got between sessions, but you have gotten a special magic dagger.
Oh, it's magic.
It's got a special property on it, enchantment on it, that allows it to dance.
Oh,
A dancing knife?
Yes.
That's as good as the rat dagger that I had in my last game.
Yep, it floats around and you can use it to attack, kind of.
Oh, so it just like it can move on its own. It's like automated.
It's an automated. It's basically an automated dagger.
Wow, I love that. That actually fits him perfectly.
Do you gotta whistle while you do it though?
You have to what? Sorry.
I will whistle. Yeah.
Whistle.
100%.
Oh, like Yondu.
Like Yondu. Yes, sir.
Yep, yeah, do it. So, and the other people, I apologize. So, it is... You guys went to... Right, Casket, you were going to follow to find out... Well, oh, yeah, you're going to find the guy. So, the Lizardkin, he's... I wouldn't say, like, super hard to track. There's different beast folk and stuff like here, but, like, you can find a guy with a huge shaman overcoat and feathers and other things around his body. And, with symbols and stuff, so not that hard. He is sitting he's sitting on the outside of a bar. It's like the little, canopy area. I'm trying to, like, describe it, like, the outdoor area of, like, a shop or a bar. And he is drinking a nice cup of tea, you can see. It's slightly green and pinkish tinted. Or, sorry, brown, red and pinkish tinted, not green. And you can see he's sipping very gently.
I approach him and say, "May I join you for a cup of tea?"
He looks over. Ah, the Sentinel. Yes, feel free. And would your friends like to join as well? He looks over to you, Apani, and the rest of the others.
I'd love to.
So he'll like motion for you guys to sit. There's enough chairs for everyone. Crow and Latricia will also sit and look.
I'll catch up to them.
All right, you'll probably enter in a little bit later as you went to go and get the dagger and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, cause yeah, you would have known like they could always just page you, like not page you, call you, be like, hey, we're sitting down at X store or
Mhm.
restaurant. So yeah,
Hmm.
Crow would probably do that, or Latricia, one of them. Anyway, they he after you all sit down, he kind of looks. So I imagine there's something you wanted to talk with me about. After all, you came out to seek me. Was there something wrong?
Yes. Well, you see, I may be less than entirely organic, but I do have my own values. I don't believe I deserve this. I take out the scroll, and therefore I want to give it to you. Well,
Why do you feel like you do not deserve it? He looks over.
I don't believe an honest competition should be, well, voided.
I do not see it as a voided competition. Your drive brought you there and brought you to great heights. My drive was not to win the competition, but merely to make a new life there.
I
Nice.
guess this much. At least let me buy you a cup of tea.
Sure, he kind of nods.
Right, I go over to the bar. I imagine they serve tea.
He'll kind of look over as you're like leave. He's like, do not worry, they will come to the table. You can always pay here.
Oh. Right, I'm not accustomed to this.
Yes, I've been here before, a few times, on my travels. I'm actually from Lapsus myself, or the Consortium myself. Though I imagine that if someone were to pick me out, they would probably not say that. I guess it depends on who you ask. I'm an Alto born.
Ah, I see. Must have faced your fair share of difficulties.
Yes, the Consortium does have its bigotries, we'll say, but things have gotten better. Especially with the new council. Obviously, there's still much work to do, though.
Right. Well, I personally have seen a lot more acceptance than hate. So
It is good.
I feel like this place is great.
As my teacher once told me, comes with the winds of new youth and new ideas comes change and hopefully a better future. He kind of takes a sip.
Sorry, you said youth.
He nods.
Okay, honestly, how old does he look as a lizard
He
skin?
is an older. He looks like an older lizard king.
How long do lizardkin live? Let me Google that.
I can tell you the average age of lizardkins.
Yeah, well, as
If you want me to tell you, I can tell you it.
yes, yeah, I would like to know that.
It depends, but most of the time it's around anywhere from late 80s to the 160s. There's a pretty big range between that, if we're just talking about age. Some have lived past that as well, but that might be due
Right.
to magic and other things. So I'm just talking about the regular age.
So technically saying, would I be 22 years old or would I be?
If we're talking about you, Casket, number 8, you are 22 years old. Your whole entire being, no.
Yeah.
You are older, significantly older than that, but yeah.
Okay, so that's all I wanted. I just wanted to buy him a cup of tea, and I'll leave peacefully after we meet up with somebody wanted to meet us here, right?
Yes, Latricia will say, I believe Titus is meeting us here in moments. Something like that?
Right. Well, we will stick around, and let's stick around until then, and enjoy a cup of tea.
I think Crow's gonna ask something. I think he would. Yeah, I think he would. He gonna look over. Cause he mentioned it, and you mentioned his own fair share of struggles. I think Crow is curious. He's like, do you Do you hate the? It says, "Speak up, my boy. It is fine." How do you feel about the consortium? Like, really? I mean, kind of puts the teacup down, sits back and thinks. There is much that's happened in the consortium's history. I know why you asked that question, young one. No doubt, he looks at him up and down. You have your own fair share of ills, or we'll say ills with the consortium, so to speak. However, places can change. Even some people can. Some won't, and some will be very, very hard set in their ways, we'll say. But you should give a opportunity to that change. I have seen a lot of
Could this
bad
be
in my
my
life.
cue?
Yep. I'd say this would be when you start
Okay.
to enter in, you can hear him talking. But he's like, some, yeah, right on the time, he's like, some don't really change, and some do. And it looks, I believe that the consortium is going through a blooming of its own, a shift, a change. They're at the precipice of something, well, good or bad, worrisome or bountiful. Something, well, my people have a saying when it comes to the understandings with the consortium. You can always make a new garden. You can always plant a new tree. The ground might be scorched. The animals might be harmed. Lands barren and such. But if you're willing to start and try, even if it doesn't happen immediately, eventually, you'll get something to bloom. I'd like to think that the consortium has a chance. Even if all my people don't believe that.
Here's to wishful thinking.
Say it again, Titus, sorry.
No, I said, well, here's to wishful thinking. It says, have a
Interesting. It's very
cup
helpful.
of beer in my hand.
Well, some
Feel like a
weeds are
little
very
cheer.
hard to get rid of.
They are. But that just means you need to have the proper, how should we say, weed killer.
Damn, that got demented real quick.
Weed whacker.
Weed whack.
Though I'd be lying if I didn't think that there's some troubles on the horizon. The new council is good. Great, even. I believe the expression is sugar-coated. I'm not exactly sure what that means, but I believe it means something light. Either way. Things are changing. But there is some holdouts. Kind of, you can see that, Bro kind of nods and thinks. And he's like, yeah, like, people like the old council, we'll say. It's like, yes, people like the old council. He looks over at you, Casket. We'll just have to make sure that there's the proper weed killer, right?
Of course.
But I believe I am taking up your time. He looks over at all of you. Please enjoy the festival. Memorem is known for many things, but its people and its lands, though barren, they are very proud type. They are very hopeful type.
It was a pleasure getting to know you.
He nods.
My name is Apani. I don't think I introduced myself.
I apologize as well. I did not introduce myself. The ancestral beast would quite likely glare at me for such, well, rudeness. You can call me, Alotka.
Nice to meet you, not.
Can I get that in writing?
Yes, I will put it here. Oh, that's not in the chat. That's also not in the chat. Alotka.
Yeah.
Though another name you could call me is simply... It's the Alto, in the Alto culture, we sometimes give ourselves more descriptive names of things, like Razorback, or we'll say Silver Scale.
Hmm.
Mine is maybe a bit more abstract, but it's the Harrower. Or the Harrowed, my bad.
The Herald?
Harrowed, or Harrowed. I guess it'd be Harrowed, wouldn't it? My bad. Harrowed.
Yeah, horror.
Make sure I'm spelling that right.
Okay. Got it. Right. Well, we don't want to miss anything, so
No, it's in. Yeah. So you guys can go and what is it? It's now 4. We'll say like 4:20 or 4:30.
Yeah.
it was nice to meet you.
You know, likewise. Oh, if you see any of my people as well, give them a shout. Tell them to. Tell them I wish them well. And at the moment, I have other things I must attend to before I can join them again.
I will keep that in mind.
Mm-hmm. You see Titus is leaning on the wall,
Mm-hmm.
paying attention, just fiddling with his shiny new eyes.
Wait,
yes.
so Dragon, if I am the 8, that means I am approximately 4? No, not 400, like less than 400, like
It depends
every
on when the
50.
resets happen. The resets don't always happen at the end of the time interval. They can happen before as well. But
Right,
plus
but
or
max
minus,
is,
yeah,
right?
you're right.
So
I will also say
approximately
it is 4:30. So there is most of the things are done. The dances are going to start occurring if you want to go all watch them. And the drinking spirits competition will start at 8. And at 10 is when the festival ends.
Oh yeah.
Can I go watch
Oh
the
God.
thing, and then when the drinking starts, head towards the drinking? Actually, can I go get food
Yeah.
before the drinking competition?
Oh, feel
I
free.
need a full stomach buff.
Yep, there is some more food. I will go through some more selections as you all are going.
I will go with the
Okay.
Bonnie.
I'll join.
Yeah,
I'll
I will
join.
go
Yeah.
as well.
Mm-hmm. Oh, was that Pepper saying they'll join?
Yeah.
All right.
One beer.
Beer. I want milk.
Yep. There's been this little like gremlin like kitsune that's been like kind of periodically around, you know. But yes,
Yeah.
food options. We have. I'm gonna butcher this word. Is it Monakish? Monakesh?
On a quiche.
Monakish. Okay. I assume this might be like some of these foods are based off of real things. I didn't do all the food, mind you. That was an Eli thing. So, Monakish. The the melt in your mouth bites. Spiced rice.
Spice rice.
Yes, the spiced rice.
Spice rice.
And now we have an even bigger, mighty honed feast.
Oh,
Does it
Oh,
have mighty meat in it?
Yes, it
does it
does.
also have a mighty drink in it as well?
It does.
and a mighty side of fries.
Mighty. Oh my! Y'all are making me hungry. Come on.
Yep, and some mighty
I-
heart disease along with it as well.
Yep.
I will
Mighty-
take that mighty heart
I
disease
do
and I'll
not have
raise
heart.
you
Let's
4
go.
orders.
So
Can I get
yes,
the
I got that demon stomach.
own feast and the spice rice?
yes, you can.
You can't disease my heart. I don't have one.
It just starts rotting the core.
No, no. Whoa. This escalated quickly.
But
Luckily, I took the stomach of the half devilkin part of me, so I think I'll be fine.
yes. So I will say for those that take someone say the monakish,
Mm.
or would I mishear Apani?
I said the spice rice and
Oh, spice rice.
um,
And the what?
Yeah.
mighty home feast.
Well,
Ah,
I'm
the
not
mighty
looking. I'll
home
just
feast.
take the mighty.
I butchered the hell out of that.
So is everyone gonna take a bite piece?
We'll have one feast for all of you because it actually can feed multiple people. So
Oh, okay.
so yes, the spiced rice.
Only.
For future reference.
Oh,
The spiced rice heals you for 5d8 plus 10 health,
nice.
as well as giving you the benefits as if you drink, I believe, a cool drink is what they're called, which are they basically help you with hot temperatures.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Why, yeah.
Then we have the Mighty Honed Feast. Might as well get that one. Your walking speed is now increased to by 15 feet for the next 8 hours.
Oh,
Wow,
Oh,
45
Right, so
feet.
the previous 5 stacks, right?
No. So here's the thing I will say. No, obviously I haven't really mentioned it because you haven't needed to like worry about it too much. But you get a major food buff from one thing at once. So
Ah.
Mm-hmm.
yes,
Wait, so does that mean when I eat two foods, I don't get both buffs?
yes, you're only getting one buff.
damn.
I take the feast buff.
Yep, feel free. Yep.
Okay.
And then there's a second part of the Mighty Honed Feast. You gain temporary health equal to 20 for the next 4 hours.
That's gonna come in handy.
That's convenient.
Mm-hmm. So, Latricia loves food, so she's gonna be happily eating, and she's going to try to make Crow eat as well because he's being a grumpy.
Doesn't
You know
Crow
what,
need
I'm
to
gonna.
drink? I don't think drinking on an empty stomach gives you a buff.
Oh, he's not drinking; he's just eating.
That's fair. I
Yeah,
mean, if he does the drinking competition later.
Oh, Crow's not doing the drinking competition. She does not have an interest at all.
Okay.
He's
Just
yeah, he likes machines.
Oh, he likes machines. I'm gonna sit next to him and say he would be very cool if he ate some food.
He kind of looks over at you, and he's like, "I'm not." Latricia just sticks something in his mouth, and he's like, "Eat." She's like, eat."
It worked.
Yes. Success.
There's like a moment where he's like, he looks annoyed, and he's like, "This is pretty." Like it's that
Damn,
realization,
this
like this is good, and he just like, and he starts eating.
What did the food that was named like a weapon gave again?
Which one? The Monakesh? That one or Monakish?
Yes. The
That one gives
named
you
like
would
a
gain
blade weapon.
12 soul charges instantly, and for the next 4 hours you get a +1 bonus to cognition, will, and allure. Oh, sorry, to your
Oh my God.
modifier. My bad. I thought it was saving throws. Yeah, to your modifier for the next 4 hours.
I'll take that. I'm eating that. Wait a minute.
I will take that. I am missing a couple of my.
And to be fair, I don't know what I just like to refill.
Yeah.
So good before the competition.
Kaya is also gonna call everyone and say that that they're making they ordered a big special meal for the end of the night.
Mhm.
By the way, for everyone to look at the events.
Just happy meal she can get.
Mm-hmm. Latricia's
You said-
excited.
You said it gives 12, right?
Yes, 12 and still charges instantly. Yes.
Mhm.
We shall feast
This
it
is
here.
water, right?
What if I eat 3 of them?
The bonuses do not instack like that.
Right, but it's not a bonus, it's an instant effect.
It is an effect, and effects don't stack like that, for food at least.
Damn, okay.
Damn.
It replaces.
You got me.
Worth a
Okay.
shot.
Where's worth the shot, though? Yep. And
Yeah, we're
side
about to
note,
say.
technically all of these foods are craftable. Like, as in you can, if you're a culinary person, you can make these.
Oh, nice.
Right, but how long does it have to pass until I can eat food again?
There's technically not a limit.
So I ate this food and got 12 charges, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if I ate the same thing again,
Oh, I see what you mean. I was confused by the
Yeah.
question. I'm dumb. There is an 8. I think it's. Is it 8 hours or is it 4 hours? It's one of those two numbers. It's 4 or 8 hours for the Wait, no, I think it's dependent. It might be however long the buff lasts for the food that you ate. So if it's
Oh.
something that's instantaneous, I think you might be able to eat it continuously. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the case. Actually, so I think I was wrong. I think it's just like, so you wouldn't be able to like get that other bonus that was the 4-hour thing again, but you could
Yeah.
get that other thing, the 12 soul charges again.
Okay,
just
I'm gonna get
cost it,
12 more
yeah.
charges, I guess.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
The guild looking at the food bill, being like, "What did they eat? What did they spend this money on?"
It is a business.
We were hungry.
You were hungry.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
It was
It's an
necessary.
expense, you know?
Titus just scarfs down everything in front of him like he's Goku.
It's a work expense. It's okay. When they give you the company credit card, they say we couldn't spend it on food.
Right.
That's all right. The guild is not having any issues with money, so.
Now, if their card declines, we are.
But what if they do?
we split up in
If
different
you
directions.
guys are willing, I can fight my way out of here.
But yes, you guys enjoy a nice meal
That is
for a
beyond
few
it,
hours, leading up into the drinking competition. So we'll make this quick.
during the wait, practice my knife whistling skills.
So we will make this part quick so we can get to the closing part.
Yeah.
Drinking. I'm going to need some checks. Everyone okay, I'm just gonna say this. Is everyone participating in the drinking competition?
Yes.
Well, I am.
Hell yeah.
Including you, what is it, oh my god. Himiko? Yep, Himiko. So, and also, Himiko will come in at the last part here. I'll talk about that in a second, but... Alright, everyone, you are brought into a wondrous tower. It's called The Spirits Are With You, is the name of this tavern. Himiko, okay, not Himiko, thank you. Yes, it is a wonderful place. They don't actually serve a lot of ale. Like I said, they have these, like, magical drinks that kind of have, like, this magical fizz that pops out of it. Almost looks like, you could imagine it like a Canada Dry or a Vernon Ginger Ale type feel. The taste
so
is
just for me, huh?
slightly sweet. It's not overpowering, though. But it's very bubbly and very fizzy. And it's very excitable.
Yeah.
So...
Brew is there, right?
Yep, Brew is there. Brew is in the back. He is, just shaking up different drinks. He is passing people things. He is having the time of his life right now. You can see he's in his element. He's talking up the girls and the guys. He's doing a bunch,
I want to roll mood on him. He did
Okay.
not seem all right this morning.
Go ahead and roll mood.
I'll see this morning.
Yeah. Okay, and
I'm in a calm moment.
Food is asked.
It's by students, I believe.
Uh,
Yes.
And that's a +1, so that's a 12.
He seems, just from your a glance, he seems like he's doing better. He seems more like himself, I'd say. More normal.
Right. Okay.
That's good.
At least from what you can tell right now, I'd say.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. You can see he's talking up this big dragonborn guy and this this kind of petite kitsune girl as well, and he's like, kind of they just seem to be talking about just a bunch of random stuff. He's like, oh, so you guys been here for a long time. I know you're from Amor. I'm seeing your face around here. And the kitsune kind of chuckles a little bit, kind of giving him a little bit of a wink. He's like, ah, so is this the lucky man? And like they're just going back and forth, you know. The rest of you though, I hope you all have a good vigor. Roll me a fortitude.
I gotta get back to my PC.
Oh, but
Right.
because
As the
You say
competition
fortitude,
begins.
but
Is
you
it
mean nature, right?
Say it again, sorry?
And you say fortitude, but you mean nature, right?
Nope, I mean fortitude. It's based off of vigor. And what was that upon
Yep. Well, I have a +2.
I said I gotta get back to the PC.
Okay. Repeat that upon I apologize. I didn't hear you again.
Of course.
oh, sorry, never mind. I
Yeah.
forgot.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
Same
so
with
vigor,
you as
right?
well, Emiko. I need a fortitude. That's on your skill table for vigor.
Are you kidding me?
What did you roll?
Dude, Jesus. That's a 6 from me. What's up with the 2s today?
Wow. We got we got people out in the first round. Damn.
What?
No, I couldn't have known.
That
Went
is
under the table. No, I couldn't.
crazy. Now where is?
You might put in a way where Brew doesn't see me. I don't want that.
Okay,
discipline him. I don't want
Please.
discipline, bro.
Yeah, so 11.
11. I didn't even know Probot could roll.
I rolled 11.
Okay, it's wait. Did anyone get above a 12? Wait, I'm sorry.
Oh,
Oh no.
I'll see when I get back upstairs.
Yep.
Did anyone get above a 12?
Oh my
We
god.
will fucking die.
By the way,
first
Shrimp,
round.
are you back with us? By the way,
Yeah.
they're in the drinking competition. So, would you like to participate? Would you have met up with them for the drinking competition? I mean.
Yeah.
All right, I need you to roll me a fortitude. I'm just gonna say the DC wasn't super high. It was a 14 at the start. It doesn't start high.
Yeah, no.
What's this fortitude you talking about?
I'm
What's your
tempted
name?
to
What
lower
is
it
this
just for. Well, you know what? I'll lower it to a 12, just so
Is it
someone
vigor?
can say.
You mean vigor?
Yeah, vigor, fortitude. Fortitude is a skill.
Oh. Is there skill for? Oh.
I can't believe this. I'm just gonna put the name of who's still in on at this point.
Oh,
All
it
right,
is.
Everyone's gonna be wasted in the first round.
it sounds like it.
Wait,
yeah.
can we go if it's like that super
I
It's
am
like
immune to poisons.
Well, you're not getting poisoned, but there is other effects that this can have on you.
Yeah, so
I got
I'm literally. This is the first
money.
time I'm getting drunk.
Let's just hope we don't end up having a fight.
Technically, alcohol doesn't count as poison, so you can still get drunk even as a robot. It's funny enough.
I said I'll be back.
What?
I said I'll be. Never mind.
All right, what did you get?
I
Gwendolyn?
had 20.
A 20. All right, the dragon girl can down. Well, it's not really liquor. Her magical substances. Let's see. So we got Gwendolyn still in.
All right, I'm coming back to roll.
All right, it is all on you, Titus. Here, there's
Where
one
am I
other
dying?
person that's still in. You just need a 12.
Where am I dying? Where the hell? What did I do with them? Oh fuck.
If you
Oh,
dodge your
I
die,
found
you
it.
can. All right, go. I was gonna say if you couldn't find it, you can roll in the chat.
What happens when I
the
have a black
Discord.
bag? Almost everything in my room is black. Okay. My lucky 20. I swear this is the only thing I get good rolls on.
Rolls a 1.
What is that? That's an 18.
All right, an 18.
I ain't even put in my other things yet.
Titus, you are in for now. So
What was
it was 12. It was 14, but I lowered it to 12 because I was like, I don't think anyone's gonna stay at this rate. So first round goes Apani. Actually, you know what? Latricia will join in.
Oh,
Latricia's gonna join in, and so is Kaya. Actually, she'll pop up to drink.
I would like to pressure Crow into doing it.
Crow, it looks over and he's like, I'm not drinking that. I know what that is. I'm not drinking that.
Me fully
Mm.
drunk. Would you like to do?
What you like to do?
7 is crazy.
You know what's crazy? She still passes.
Oh?
Latricia? She's got a high vigor, is all I'm going to say. Or not vigor,
Nice.
high fortitude and vigor, but
I
yeah.
was about to say, what you call me?
Oh boy.
Should I?
So what is her I don't need to write down the numbers. I just need to write down who's in. Latricia.
Ooh,
And then
okay.
Kaya. I guess Crow's gonna watch Mom drink for a bit.
No, I didn't even have to heat it up then.
She'll get it past the 12. I think she'll get a 15.
That's
So
fair, okay.
we'll assume she get a 15. I know she's got enough to beat a 12 with theirs, but Kaya. Alright.
Can't math right now.
Everybody else, round 2. I'm gonna just tell you,
Yay.
you see Casket kind of like trying to talk Crow into drinking, and Kaya's like, no, that's alright. If he doesn't want to drink, it's alright. You can see Brew, as he's looking, he's like, I thought y'all would be a little bit more hard than that. Oh well. He kind of like laughs a bit. Apani, you can feel the room getting a little dizzy, a little spinny, a little wobbly. You think it might be a good idea to stop?
No.
You're not gonna stop?
Nope.
Alright.
Of course.
You can try. What is it? Emiko, do you want to go again? You feel a little loopy.
Yeah.
All
Yeah,
right.
I'll go roll ahead.
All right.
So,
Okay.
Yeah,
What's the
plus
modifier
2.
again? Like, let's see.
almost done.
Fortitude. The DC is higher.
Yeah.
For everyone, I will tell you right now, the DC. I put it at a 12, so
I
I
bet.
will put it to what it would have been. It was an 18, but I'll put it to a 16.
Oh my god.
You got 24.
Hell yeah. Okay, you were made for this, man. You were made for this.
Pepper.
Look at
I'll tell you what happens to you,
Yeah.
Emiko, in a moment. Everyone else as well, Cindy.
Fortitude.
No.
Well,
Plus
Apani, that's one.
No.
17.
17 just beat it.
Oh.
All right. Kaya is having
Oh.
fun, so she's gonna drink a little bit more, and so is Latricia.
Oh, Pawnee.
As soon as I went
Fine.
You're gonna join me with convincing.
Oh boy, I
co-hosts.
think Kaya's probably out here. We'll say so. She's gonna like get a little woozy. She's like, "All right, I think I've had enough. I've still got to cook."
And then just slams hard on the.
And she's just
We're
gonna
gonna
like,
drive home.
yeah, exactly. So for those of you that failed a second time, which would be Apani and Emiko, you're like, I think I'm fine. I think.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
No, I'm fine.
it's like immediate vertigo, and you're like, why am I looking at the ceiling now? As you all just fall backwards.
Ow.
Casket laughs.
It
So he
feels,
scores.
you know that fuzzy feeling when like you hit your
Titus.
funny bone or your foot falls asleep? That's all across your body right now.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is a very
that's
odd
tough.
sensation. It's not painful or anything. It's just like I don't like this. I don't like this a lot. And Crow looks
Still
over.
dope.
He's like, well, that's better than what happens normally when you drink this stuff.
Is this stuff?
It's magical alchemical fluid, basically.
Man, Crow, you
You
really
should
should have some of
drink
this
it.
shit.
I don't. You know, I'm good. I don't think I want to. It's like,
You
No,
know
it's not
what,
good. I don't think I
Crow?
want to do
If I can
the-
handle this next class, if I can handle this next flagon, at least take a sip.
Mm-hmm. It's like,
He is
sure,
right.
sure.
Yes. All right, next
I
roll.
give a thumbs up.
Says, you know, he's like, you want to know what this drink is called?
What is it?
What?
The Rainbow Upchuck.
Huh?
Okay.
I wonder why.
We'll find out in a bit.
Up.
I
All
got
right,
20 again.
Gwendolyn literally hit the DC. She just kept in. Gwendolyn,
Oh,
you're good.
that's the DC.
It's a 20 now.
Oh
Yep.
no.
It would have been a 22.
Okay.
But you know, I lowered it.
I can still fight.
Two.
I can still drink.
Ah,
Come on,
he
you got
went
it.
under the bed again.
Damn.
Wait,
So I think it's
okay.
just you, Latricia, and Gwendolyn, Titus.
Oh, heart of the dice.
Latricia's still in.
No, those are dice gods. Oh, dice gods.
What
Let's
is
go.
that? 15. Ah, that's a 17.
Unfortunately, this is where you feel it, and you're getting a bit woozy, and
Oh,
you feel it feels like there's a party in your stomach.
uh-huh.
That party's getting exciting. You think?
Ah.
Yep. You're sure. You're about to throw up.
Can I like run
Yep.
away
There's
from
there's
everyone?
actually like buckets around everyone, so when they feel the need, they can just throw
Okay,
up.
good. I just like
When
I
you
grab a
throw up,
bucket and fly upwards.
when you fly up in the room and start throwing up, you just start vomiting out like a rainbow of reds, greens, blues, and oranges, or and purples.
That's hilarious.
Reds are a bit concerning.
Oh.
Wait, and I'm flying while I'm projectile vomiting.
You
So this is making me
Yes.
move. I'm essentially shooting.
Oh.
I see.
Oh,
Vomiting
Lord.
seems fun. I wish I could do it.
Crow's like,
Oh.
no, you don't. You don't really want to do that.
Like a deflating balloon, I vomit everything into the bucket and drop it, and then land this way.
Does vomiting
You
Okay,
feel a lot
knocked out on
better.
the floor.
You feel a lot better after that, but you are very woozy still.
Yeah.
So it's
Oh,
between
God.
Gwendolyn and Latricia. They are the last ones in the bar, and the people that are still sober are like looking like, no one's gotten past 4, really? They're looking like. But I need
Someone
it.
gotta take a sip?
Say it again.
Doesn't someone gotta take a sip?
No, because he said if he makes it,
Ah,
that's it.
yeah.
Can
Yeah.
everyone crawl
Oh,
to
no.
the table
But
and
let's
attempt
see.
to roll again?
Let's see. Go. Sorry, Pawnee. What was that?
Can Apani crawl to the table and say, "I'm not drunk," just like drunk as fuck, slurring their words, and attempt to go again?
I'll say
I
for the
believe that's
people that
enough.
failed earlier, probably.
Not to win. Not to win, just for the plot.
Just a sip more.
Yeah, same.
Sure.
Just for the bit.
I want to like.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna try to. Give me a moment.
All right.
Apani's like cautiousness just went completely out the window because she is belligerently drunk.
Just like you in real life.
So she just not in real life.
I will say for
No,
those
same
taking
here.
another sip, get ready for the rainbow upchuck, baby. It's coming.
Okay,
Is it
I'm gonna
possible for
try
me to
stop
get up
Apani.
and take another?
I would be very. Crow kind of looks over. He's like, Titus, I wouldn't do that. You're gonna start vomiting up something that's not magic.
I ate a lot.
But
I'm sure I'll be fine.
I look over the other people that are vomiting rainbows and say, "But it is magical."
Oh no.
Well,
While I try to stop
no,
Apani
Crow.
from drinking more.
the rainbow upchuck comes for Pawnee.
Ooh, man.
Hey, I also rolled 2.
Yep, and it comes for Imiko, the little kobold in the corner, who's like,
Okay, so
this stuff ain't shit. It's exactly what happens.
wait, this is the second session in a row Apani has been projectile vomiting.
Is it?
Really?
Yep.
Oh wait, it is. You're right. Wait.
Yep.
The hell
last-
happened last session?
Roberto
You
happened
guys
last session.
Every time
my
that
God.
happens.
So
Yeah.
it's so Gwendolyn didn't win, but let's see. Well, we'll see. Gwendolyn and Latricia might tie. What is her plus?
Could I use will
I think
instead
you
to like
win.
will myself from throwing up?
Will yourself.
Nah, I'm gonna have to say it's fortitude, unfortunately.
Damn. All right. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna
However,
do it again.
Latricia
risk
does
it.
fail. She is 2 off, I
Oh.
believe. Because it was
She's out.
20 last time, so yes, it's 24 now. She was
Okay.
just under.
Oh damn!
That's
It went under the
unfortunate.
bed again. I ain't even finished rolling. Where'd it go?
The dice
I
are
heard it
great.
too. This shit went far.
The dice gods are recalling that one. Let it be.
It's keeping me from getting blackout drunk.
The dice got just embarrassed.
Yep. So like,
You
I
had
won't be
your
a part of
chance.
this. I won't be part of your problem.
I will go on Discord. There's no way I can reach that. Oh my god.
Oh, go ahead and roll on Discord.
The dice is trying to save you.
It's trying.
I will refuse to listen.
You're gonna roll a 1. Be careful.
Oh my god, if I roll a 1, I'm dead.
If you roll a 1, you're just gonna black out. I'm just gonna make you black out.
Uh-huh. Okay, so what do I do? Just say test roll?
Was it exclamation point roll 1d20 plus your modifier?
Exclamation point. Roll.
But don't put the exclamation point roll and roll together. Like there's a space between them.
Oh, there's a space between them.
Yep.
Exclamation point.
Exclamation point
Okay,
roll.
roll 1d20.
Then, yeah.
And then just plus my modifier.
Yep.
I think it looks
Where are
like.
you? There you go.
See if this works.
I think
It
that's
looks like that. Or not 29, but it looks like that. And then add whatever your modifier is. Like 3.
Okay, so it's like this.
Yep.
Again, it's a bit.
Yep, that's a fail. Luckily, you're not
Well,
blacking
I'm
out,
dead.
but you are just.
Uh-huh.
You don't think you can go again. You think that like this is it.
Mm.
Crow said you're gonna start throwing up something that's not magic. You're
You know
already
what?
getting to that point. And you think it's gonna start being something worse.
I'm gonna take up your advice this time.
Hey, it starts with red. As long as it doesn't end with red, you're good.
Latricia's like, I feel
I guess
funny.
it was like
Is this the magic
Uh.
feeling you were talking about, Crow? He kind of
I
looks
can
over.
smell colors.
That's fun. I taste the rainbow.
why is my eyes
Yes, quite literally.
like they're talking?
Crow's just shaking his head. It's just in complete, just like, why does everyone get blackout drunk all the time?
Yeah, I'm not blackout
The
drunk.
problem is you
Well.
not getting blackout drunk.
I need to be.
Oh man.
There we go.
He kinda
I got my die back.
I'm not strong enough to carry everybody, you know that, right?
So I got
I
my
would
dice back.
Mhm.
That bitch was on a 7.
Well, good thing you didn't go with that
Yeah,
one.
the dice ones.
Oh man.
They will help you.
And now I'm hot and sweaty.
Brew kind of looks over and he's like, don't worry, they'll come down from it in a bit. One moment. I'll give them something. And Crow kind of looks over. He's like, oh, you gonna go with the coffee trick? He's like, yep. And you see him in the back. Couple minutes, about 10 or so. And he comes back out for some iced coffee with everyone. He's like, all right, drink this. It's gonna be bitter at first, but you'll sober up pretty quickly. You give it to
I
everybody.
don't wanna.
You'll be fine. You'll be fine.
So
It smells bad. Get it
I got
away.
out pretty early. Am I sober at this point?
Yeah, you're fine. You were you were smart enough to be like, I'm feeling woozy. I think I'm done. You know.
Yeah.
The rest of us.
Yep. Upon it, he's just gonna slide you over
It
when
smells
he's
like
like,
pee.
kind of pat you on the back. He's like, "It's alright. You'll feel better after this." He walks over. Oh, he looks over at and he's gonna go over to Imiko, who is having some fun. He looks. He's
Yeah.
like, "Oh, you're the one. Right. Fari was telling me about you. I think you're the one that's going to be
yeah.
joining us soon."
Yes. Yeah. Name the Emiko. Oh, Emiko Kitsuragi. Oh God.
Yeah, looks over. Try some of this, and It'll kind of slide over some iced coffee. It'll feel a bit
Oh,
weird,
yeah.
but you'll feel better in a bit.
Yeah. Thank
Oh,
you.
and
then she like take the food.
he kind of says, "I'm
And
not
then
sure
she just
if."
falls back on the floor.
He looks over. I'm not sure if Fari told you. Oh, she's not paying attention. That's all right. I'll get back to you. Fari can come pick you up in a bit. Anyways, he'll walk over. Gwendolyn, you're gonna want this, and he's gonna give you this drink. And he's like, all right. He's gonna pass them out to everyone else that drink. Most people stopped early, but he's like, all right. And it takes about 10 or so minutes, but you
Wait,
do
can I
start to
fake
feel.
drinking it? Because why would I want to sober up?
You don't want to?
It's not
Alright.
like I'm blackout drunk. It's also, I'm not.
Yeah, but you're puking out rainbows right now.
Yeah, that's fun.
All right.
Think of it as just me drawing with my spit.
Ew.
Yeah. Emiko like.
I like everyone's
back up.
you.
Another drink, bartender. Another drink. Then she goes back down.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna do the thing where I just put the cup to the side of my mouth and pretend drinking while letting it just all spill to the floor.
I'd like to imagine that because of how drunk like you are, like how enamored you are, or, yeah, like incapacitated you are, when you do it, it like spills on the side of you. You're like, it's like half on the side of your mouth.
It doesn't matter how messy it looks. I just want it to look like I attempted to fake it, no matter
Drew's
how
just looking
obvious
over.
it is.
And he's like, that one over there. The spirit's willing, but the body is not. Anyway, he'll walk over.
I take my coffee and I'm like holding it. I start to drink, but as I tilt my head back, I just pass the fuck out. Whole thing spills.
Looks over. I'll,
I like
I'll
how
call for someone.
That's like a fucking small, like little fox, like just like in the group now.
He's like, I'll call for someone to come pick everyone up. And Crow looks over and he's like, I don't know why you did. He's like, I don't know why you didn't expect this to happen. He's like, well, I kind of did, but it's fun. Let them have, it's about having fun.
Oh my god!
And everything.
I just thought of something hilarious.
What?
So I'm knocked out and I start snoring, but when I snore, I'll whistle so. And the knife starts flying around.
The dagger's just like moving around in the room, and there's like people like ducking,
crashing into shit.
Bruce looks
Just
over.
dodging.
He's like, now it's getting rowdy in here. The bartender,
Breaking
the other bartender looks
glasses.
over. He's like, hey, don't let them destroy stuff. He's like, Brew, are these your guys? He's like, yeah. He looks over and the dagger comes over. I'm gonna roll for him to see if he can catch it.
Oh my god, that'd be awful.
Catch the knife blade first.
Passing out.
His agile hands is pretty good. The mix master over here. So he's gonna grab it.
That's
like,
fair.
Alright, I got the dagger. It's not going to do any more damage.
This is vibrating in his hand.
Yeah, it's just like shaking.
Wiggling.
And it's like, alright. Oh, I'm gonna look at the time. We've got an hour left. He looks over. The bartender's like, yep, I'm gonna close up shop soon. Gotta get ready for the main event. He's like, yes, we do. He's like, he's gonna call up Fari and he's gonna be like, hey Fari, we're going to need a wagon pickup here. Yes, it's because of that. Yes, Imiko is with them as well. No, it is not my fault that they're drunk.
I'll
Alright.
fucking rip your goddamn head off.
And he like hangs up. He's like, all right. Well, now we just have to wait. And about 10-ish minutes later, a wagon will show up. Brew will help everyone who is either unconscious or incapable of walking to the wagon. You'll help. So I guess I'll be Gwendolyn, Titus. Apani, you're probably, if you drink it, you're sober enough to move on your own now.
Okay.
Bit
Yeah, I
dizzy,
did.
to help.
but yeah, you can move. Imiko, did you drink as well?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you can move at this point now. You're a bit more cognizant. It's a bit,
Oh,
but
yeah.
bit buzzy still, but you can like focus and stuff.
Ugh.
Kaya is also fine because she stopped one early, and Latricia, even though she got deep in like Gwendolyn did, she actually drank the coffee drink, so she's also feeling better, and she looks quite happy.
Gonna make a drawing out of my vomit.
And are you gonna
Oh my
vomit out of the
God.
bucket? Because if the moment you start vomiting out of the bucket, someone's gonna stop you.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm making art.
Is that what you say? You're
Yeah.
like, you start to go to vomit out of the bucket. Like, hey, what are you doing? And like the other bartender comes over. He looks like,
Just collect it in the bucket and use it later.
you gotta get her out of here.
Oh,
Titus wakes up, like jolts up while on the wagon. Like as soon as he gets dropped on the wagon, he, like jolts up. Like, ah,
Brew looks up,
Okay.
he's the one that carried you over. He's like, doing better, I see.
maybe.
Yeah, well, he'll hand you your drink, the iced coffee again. You didn't finish this, but you'll feel better in a bit.
Oh,
Oh.
ooh, yay!
You can hear a commotion
Ugh.
inside. Oh, I'm gonna go grab Gwendolyn. I'll be right back. And
He just,
Wow.
he's not even like drinking or taking bits. He's just licking it.
yep, he's gonna go.
Yeah.
Like a
Gwendolyn,
cat.
Brew's gonna go over by you, and he's gonna say, "All right, Gwendolyn, let's go." And he's gonna walk over to Imiko, and he sees like, "Oh, you have cognizance enough to move. All right."
Yep. What the fuck happened?
Well, you drank a lot of the wonderfulness of the rainbow upchuck. You upchucked a bit, and now you're fine after a little nice iced coffee beverage from yours, truly, of course.
Oh.
What's up,
Wow.
Chuck?
What?
Then what's up with you?
Hey.
It's like he looks over. She did not drink the iced coffee, as you can see. She'll be good in about 6 or so hours after a good long rest.
You telling me someone
Oh.
iced this coffee?
You
Huh?
didn't drink it, so how would you know? He looks over, and he'll go over to
Telling
you.
me someone coffeed this ice?
He'll look to you, Imiko, and he'll
Coughed on
say,
my ice.
he'll
Someone
look,
spilled coffee in my ice.
he'll look over to you,
Yeah.
Imiko, and say, so, I believe I was, we were meant to get you earlier, but we weren't sure when you were going to arrive.
Yeah.
Sent
Ugh.
from the guild, some
Yeah,
assistance. It's nice to see.
Yeah, give me a moment. Hold on. I'm still reeling.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, when you're ready, he's like, you can, we're gonna load them up and you can meet us outside. We're heading back to the room. We ship out tomorrow, so if you want to, I don't know if you have a residency of your own or if you were planning on staying in our room.
Yeah, sure, I'll stay. Ugh.
Come see
the
the
way.
Memorem, the Memorem, closing ceremony here. Think it'll be nice.
Yeah. Roger that.
Can I get another coffee?
Yep, he will,
Yeah. Not,
he'll get you a couple more. He'll get a couple more for everyone that wants one.
yeah, give me more. Give me like a tall glass of
Yeah.
that, please. Ugh.
Yep,
I'll
and I will
take one,
say,
too.
for the people that are, like, more sober and cognizant, now that you can, like, actually taste the drink, it actually tastes, like, really nice. It's like, it's like a weird kind of fruit taste to it, despite it being coffee.
Oh.
Can I get a grande macchiato?
He looks over. Gonna be honest, not sure what that is. I'll try my best based on what you said. And he'll go back and try to make something.
I do not know what that is either.
Okay.
And he'll come back out with everything, and everyone can have them on their wagon ride back.
Okay.
Once you get back to the inn you're all staying in, everyone is, whoever needs to be carried is carried. But that's basically Gwendolyn.
Back to flying.
Yeah.
Titus, if you drink your that drink, you're getting a little bit
Yeah.
better now to move. You can at least walk, even if it's a bit like stumbly.
Right.
And everyone makes their way
This is
to
not
your end room on the, I think it's the 3rd floor. We'll see.
Where's the other?
Yeah,
I didn't see
or
it.
it's gonna be a struggle.
Mm.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
We'll
Probably
say.
like
You would have drunk a lot.
Say it again. You drunk a lot.
Oh.
Sayun, I feel like you would have drunk a lot.
Saying.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
Saying it?
Ayun would have.
Oh, you're saying they would have drank a lot. All right.
Yeah.
Well, they say Sayun is eating, probably carried by, probably carried by either Brew or Latricia. Brew's a pretty
Small.
muscular guy. He could probably carry both of them.
Mm.
Take Sayun, we are.
That looks cool.
But we will say with the closing of things, you guys get to your room, and you're able to go over to the nice balcony you guys have. It's a very it's a decently sized one too, like a little canopy. You can see all around the edges of the town. It's high enough up there, kind of on like a hillside, that you can see around the rest of things. You can see the docks to the east of where you are, and west of where you are, and you can see like further out, kind of the outskirts of the town and settlements, some worker places and things like that, kind of scattered about in the wilderness. And Brew kind of looks over at something on a watch, and he's like, "It's about that time. I always love seeing this." And slowly but surely, you can see gently kind of coming out of the trees and across the waterways and floating up into the sky, these nice paper balloons.
Oh damn, we didn't do anything.
That's good.
Oh.
That's nice.
Yeah, that's kind of pretty.
Brew kind of says, don't worry. I actually made ones for everyone." And he will go over there. He's like, "Well, I'm not the only one." He kind of gives like a light little wink over to Crow, who just kind of like he kind of like looks to the side, kind of blushing. We'll just say we wanted to give you a nice little introduction to Memorem.
Oh. Well, a nice introduction. I'm gonna go take the small sip from the coffee again.
He kind of says, "Crow, would you like to do the honors?" And Crow kind of like, "Sure." And he'll go over and hand everyone their little paper thing, and a little like match, or like a little match to light it. And you can all strike it when you'd like, and you can just simply kind of toss it in the air, either hard or gently. It doesn't matter, and eventually it'll just kind of stop. It'll like slow down and then start floating across into the sky.
I strike mine and let it go in the sky.
Yeah, I let it go to the sky too.
Yep. And you can actually feel like it's ironic, almost as if on cue, a very like not like heavy, but like a nice current of wind cycles through the whole area, and you can see it even carries like it makes like a wave effect across the entire town as all of these things start to get picked up by it and carried across into the wilderness and into the sea.
We might
What the
cause a
hell?
forest.
Chris says, "Don't worry. It's not. We probably won't." Crow's like, "There's not really that much forest to burn at this point." He's like,
Not
that's
more.
true, but I wouldn't be worried about it. These lands there's still a little bit of magic in them. I hope that one day we will be able to see the lush savannas again. And maybe not the dry, scorched forest, but one day.
Either way, compared to what I'm used to growing up, this is still nice.
It is.
A little bit windy though.
Yeah, it is. It's the updraft that comes through this area around this time of the season. New tide, new tides, new winds.
I look at
I
the
think it's
scenery.
bad fortune.
What was that, Casket?
I said I look at the. I kind of mumbled. last thing. Bad, and I think I will
Yeah.
go talk to Kaya about the thing.
That's someone's cutting up a bit, but this is where we're going to end the. Well, we're do something real quick, but this is where we're about to end. Casket, Kaya's kind of looking over, and they're all
Yeah,
watching.
but we do end. I wanted to ask you something.
Oh, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, so before we do end, I wanted to ask this. Did I tell you
Paul?
Titus's brother's name?
You did not. If you want to send it
Can
to
you hear
me,
me?
you can. I can hear you now.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, really
Hey, what?
ironic, the wording you chose to not even know his name. Where's your name? Oh. Okay.
1 second. Hit me up with the thing after the session. I will say, just because I know. I believe.
Yeah.
Apon's got to go soon. But
My later D&D
Mhm.
session got canceled.
Oh.
Which?
Well, in that case. But still, it's
Oh,
sorry.
wow.
So, Casket
Okay, cool.
is going to look over to Kaya.
Yep.
And and you are going to say, what would you like to say?
God bless us, everyone.
God bless us, everyone.
I think we've discussed this before, but I think
Hmm,
I would
what?
like to go through with the procedure.
She looks. There's a moment of realization. Casket, you don't have to. It's fine. We'll figure out something.
I know I don't have to. I want to.
She kind of thinks. All right. Your aptitude. Fari kind of looks over, and she'll actually speak. Your aptitude was high enough. You have my blessings. Kai kind of looks over. Are you? She nods. You have my allowance as well. I would say everyone you're around. Oh shit. I DC'd for a second. No. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know what was not heard. What was the last thing was heard?
She looks over to her.
Oh, she looked over to Fari kind of for a moment. And she was like, "Are you sure?" And then Fari just nodded. And she said, "You have my blessing, then, as well. We'll begin when we get back tomorrow."
Okay.
All of you are able to hear this, by the way.
Uh-huh.
So.
It's like give a big hug.
Oh my god.
Can you do what, sorry?
Yeah, she looks.
I just like give a big hug.
A big hug. Who you hugging?
I mean, I don't butcher your name, but
Oh, Casket.
I was gonna say yeah. I was gonna say Dotto.
Oh, so yes, Casket.
Because I was like, I don't know their character's name.
That's all right. So yes,
Yeah.
you go and give a hug to Casket.
I accept it.
And Emiko's just sitting there like, what's happened?
Yeah. Just like looking over at the balcony outside and just like, ugh. Just like drinking and sipping from the coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Titus slinks away as well. It's getting too mushy for him.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like muttering under her breath, like, goodbye, Kansas. Ugh.
Yeah.
And he's also thinking about the
That what was said
oracle.
to him. Yep, the Oracle. Yep.
Yeah, no, Cassius doesn't have a heartbeat, but the crickets do go quite a bit faster.
Crow kind of looks over and he's like, he'll probably be fine. I think.
But just in case I'm not, I'm gonna take a final look at the scenery.
You know, it's time. It is Casket. We talked about this. I need you to roll me something.
Yep.
Please roll me a D100.
Do I roll it in the Roll20 chat?
I
Or...
will let you decide. It's up to you. You can roll it in the Roll20 chat, or you can roll it in the Discord chat.
Okay, I'm
Above board, for
Okay.
those that are unaware of what is happening right now, I will explain just for the audience. Casket has agreed to take or basically get a oh my god, why is the word escaping me right now? Procedure. Thank you. A procedure for an NLD, as they're called, a Neuralink, effectively, device is what they're called. This is got different things involved with it, as you all know in the party, except for maybe Pepper, of course. Your mechs that you pilot actually use a kind of mass-produced version that is not the one that he's getting. The one that he is getting installed is one that is basically plugged into your body, effectively. It is an actual, like, cybernetic attachment. It has some benefits, but it also can have some drawbacks. Specifically, you need it there if you don't have, well, a high enough compatibility rate, it can
You
straight
still
up kill
have
you.
it?
I see.
So, Casket making this decision is making this decision for a multitude of reasons, but the main one is that he has seen that there is another unit within the party's ability to use. Which I believe, Casket, you were told the name. I think you all were told the name of it, weren't you?
Yes, yeah, we were.
I wasn't.
Would you like to tell them, Casket, if you remember?
I sure do not remember, but we were told the name. It was a pretty awesome name.
You might be able to search it in Shadow Guardians.
Right.
You can probably search the type of thing it is, too.
Run over to the chat really quick. Yep, it's right there. And
Or not. One sec, it might not be in there. I just searched it and I didn't find it. Unless I misspelled the word wrong, which I have my moments. For the lack of keeping people in suspense, it is called the Quartz, or specifically, it is a Vanguard type, and is named Quartz.
it is a corpse.
Quartz. Sorry, quartz, like the crystal quartz.
Yeah, quartz.
Oh, quartz. I was hearing quartz. I was like, oh.
I had a quartz too.
Yeah.
I heard
Quartz.
corpse as well.
Yeah, my bad. Quartz.
I was
Vanguard.
what are you doing with that corpse?
Okay, not spelled like that though. Quartz Vanguard.
Well, yeah, this is gonna be the most important role I'm gonna make, probably.
It is. It'll be the difference between Casket having a new character next week, or
Casket not being Casket, or
we'll see.
Okay, Dice,
You guys gotta send him your hope. You gotta send him your prayers. All right.
Yep. Dice, you have not been the best.
Fine.
You have not.
I
Been the
lagged
best
out.
today.
What did I miss in the past, like, 2 minutes?
All I want is even 50. That's all I want. Just as close to 50 as
50-50
possible.
chance of someone dying and someone like living.
Oh, great.
It's like 20%, but still.
Oh, you'll
Okay.
be fine.
Okay. Okay, that's. Dragon, is that good or is that bad? Tell me.
It is something that we will find out next week.
Great. Ooh.
Oh,
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for watching that has been watching in this session, and we will see you all in the next one. Say toodles, everyone.
Toodles, everyone.
Bye.
Oh, God.
Oh. My quick selects are weird.